home of the Circle Thunderbirds in Butler County. Crusader basketball tonight on 95.9 HKFM, streaming on the Ad-Astra video app and on the Crusader Sports Network via YouTube. Powered by Next Tech Wireless, we are Kansas. Hi everyone on this second to last Tuesday night of the regular season. Aaron West alongside Carson Muller will be joined later in the broadcast tonight by Chris Shank as the Buhler Crusaders get set for their second rotation through league play, and they start here in Circle tonight against the Thunderbirds. Our ladies game set to tip here in about half an hour. Freshman guys on the floor right now with 33.5 seconds left. And we'll give you a little overtime play-by-play here as Circle leads the game 49-44. Crusader basketball brought to you by Hutchinson Community College, by the Mid-Kansas Credit Union, by Dix Phillips 66, by Newfelt's Flooring, and by Daylight Donuts. 2 weeks left in the regular season after tonight. We'll be home on Tuesday night to take on McPherson in the Fieldhouse. And then a week from tonight, it is the Augusta Orioles. The final week of the regular season goes Tuesday, Thursday. It'll be on the road at El Dorado on the 22nd. And then the regular season wraps up with Winfield on the 24th. The Buhler guys, for the moment, still hold on to the number one spot in the 4A West as they have a half-game lead over both Pratt and Abilene. Those two teams starting tonight with just 4 games left. Buhler has 5. Buhler at 12-3. Pratt and Abilene both at 12-4. And you have in the mix Andale at 10-5. Towanda Circle, we'll see them tonight at 10-5. Roselle at 10-5. And Concordia at 10-6. All of those teams vying for one of the top 4 spots in the 4A West. Here's a foul as Circle inbounds with 31 seconds left. The T-Birds will go to the free throw line here to shoot 2. Actually, that should be a 1-and-1. Just the 8th team foul on the Crusaders. 49-45. 31 seconds left. Carson, it's going to be very interesting to see in the boys' side in that 4A West how things play out in the regular season. I was just playing with some numbers today, and I think if Buhler wants the 1 seed, which obviously they do, maybe one more loss. I think 4 losses gets you the top seed. I don't know that you can get to 5 and still win that number 1 spot, but it certainly is possible. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, and you don't want to play with that, oh, we have 1 loss to give mentality. You know, having that in your back pocket is nice, but, I mean, you look at the rest of this schedule, you're at Circle, then you have McPherson and Augusta who always play tough, and then you have to go three-pointer made there by Owen Schmidt to take it to a 4-point game, 20 seconds left. Then you got to go to El Dorado, and historically our boys don't always play very well there, so that's going to be another tough game. And as we've said all year, there's no gimmies in this league, and as you go through it round 2, it's always hard to beat a team twice. Yeah,
just looking at some of the teams that are left on the schedule of these contenders. Obviously, Buhler has their league schedule. Pratt, really their toughest game will be at Haven coming up next Tuesday. Abilene has a game tonight against Wamego, in which they won in overtime earlier in the year. Then they have to go to Hayes next Tuesday. That'll be a tough game. Here's the 3 for Buhler right side. Missed. That shot no good by Mitchell McDaniel. 7 seconds left. Rebound Buhler inside shot blocked and a foul with 4 left on the clock. It is 51-47. Circle with the lead, and Buhler is going to put Owen Schmidt at the free throw line here. Again, 4 seconds left. On the girls' side, Buhler, as of today, is the 14 seed out of the 16 teams that will play in the postseason. I feel fairly confident that they'll be one of those 16. First free throw is good. Not going to be a ton of space to move up, however. You've got Concordia, who's a game ahead of them. They could conceivably pass the Panthers in the standings. And you have Augusta 2 wins ahead at 5. Augusta still has El Dorado to go, so you got to figure they're going to get to 6 at least. 51-49, 3 seconds left and a 3-point lead and a timeout by Buhler here in the freshman game. So I figure Buhler on the girls' side factors in somewhere 13, 14, 15. if the postseason were to begin today, they would go to 12-3 Clearwater. And, boy, I'd sure take that over having to go to Wellington or Andale or possibly McPherson to open sub-state play.
Yeah, and Andale and McPherson played a really good game the other night. So, yeah, you definitely don't want to see those teams again, and definitely don't want to see Wellington. Wellington it is a very stacked lineup, and they're going to be stacked for a while.
Wellington currently ranked number 1 in 4A at 15-0. Always hard to tell, those rankings because we don't see the East teams ever. I know Bishop Miege is second, but well, that's always a wild card factor there that you get into the state tournament level of things, and you hope that they're on the opposite side of the bracket.
Yeah.
So we'll see what plays here in the final 2 weeks of the regular season, and then, of course, that first week in March will be sub-state action. Circle to inbound, 3.2 on the clock here in the freshman game, leading 51-49, and there's a foul before the ball is inbounded. I believe that he's going to be called against Ryland Parker. And that'll put Circle again at the line, now in the double bonus. So pretty much this comes down to free throws. Circle makes 1 of 2, and it's going to be hard with 3.2 on the clock. If they miss 2, you could conceivably get up the floor and hit that 3.
As LaShawn Swanson is on the opposite baseline, just moseying on around, trying to sneak his way past the Circle defenders.
Been a hard-fought game. Buhler actually led this game at halftime and then had a tough third quarter where they only had a couple of field goals in that third. Fell behind by as many as 9. And now they've worked it back to a 2-point game with they put 4 seconds on the clock. So the second one is the important one here. That makes it a 3-point game, 52-49.
If he misses, his Circle clears out all of the rebounders. If he misses, you got to get the ball up to one of your guards. And the Buhler guards have shot well when they have open looks, but they got to go fast.
Well, there's the miss, 4 seconds. And a near turnover. Buhler saves it. A half-court heave is short. Well, that was actually on target by Owen Schmidt, just short. And Circle wins the game, the final 52-49 here at Towanda in our freshman game. Well, let's set up our varsity games here for tonight. We'll start with the Lady Crusaders, who come in at 3-12 and lost on Tuesday at Great Bend, 57-38. Great Bend knocked down 4 first-quarter threes to open up a 6-point advantage in that game. They extended that lead to 13 at halftime. Second-chance opportunities really aided Great Bend. Then in the second half, they collected 20 offensive rebounds and outboarded the Crusaders overall by 11. Great Bend scored 19 points off 24 Buhler turnovers. And I'll listen to some highlights from Tuesday night's game. Circle Baxter, she'll take this open 3 and she'll make it. Wing pump fakes, drives. Baxter, floater in the lane. Make! It's good for Charlie Baxter with the ball. Taryn drives, stops, pops, and a shot good for Horning. Here's Horning in the corner to Utsi. Abby will drive, floater good on the right baseline for Abby Utsi, who's got 4. Here is Ord, who's checked back into the ball game. Up top to Horning. 3, yes, for Taryn. You either got to pump fake and wait for her to get out of position, as Baxter will shoot a 3, and it's good from the left wing. Charlie knocks in her second tray of the game, and it is a 10-point game, 42-32. Shot blocked out of bounds by Spray. Back to Lackey. Lackey 3, yes! And some highlights from Tuesday night. Charlie Baxter with a career-high 12 points at Great Bend. She also pulled down 5 rebounds. And boy, we've been cheering on these kids pretty hard throughout the year, watching them grow up in a hurry. And probably Charlie's best game as a Crusader. And it's continued development there. They're taking better care of the basketball. Slow progress. Hopefully they can stay the course and see some positive things happen in this last 5 games.
Yeah, for the Crusaders in a situation like this where the wins may have been, few and far between, it's all about how you're going to finish the year. Are you going to go kind of just, mail in the rest of the year, or if you're going to continue to try to find ways to improve? And the crazy thing is that we're down to just these last 5 games of the regular season. And so, how the Lady Crusaders finish out these last 5 games will say a lot about their character and their heart.
Certainly they've got a Carson rebound better tonight. That was something they struggled with in the second half of that Circle game the first time around. Back in the first half of the year, they struggled with Tuesday night as well. They came out in the zone, and the zone was really effective in forcing a miss in that initial offense by Great Bend, but just so many extra opportunities. I'd like to see them limit those tonight. Hold Circle to 1 shot. Maybe you can find yourself a game by the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and Circle is a team that's going to want to shoot threes, and you have the athletes on the Lady Crusaders side, and if you run that zone, you got to be able to box out, and that's really the only weakness we've seen. We saw them run a zone for the first 2 or 3 minutes against McPherson early, and they stuck with them. We saw them run it against Andale early, and they stuck with it. They got to be able to, if they're going to run the zone, they got to be able to box out, but they also got to be able to, if the shot hits, they got to be able to run their press break fast, because from what we've seen, all the teams want to press them, and if they can't get that ball across the timeline, they're hurting themselves.
Yeah, it would seem that press break, little by little, getting better and better with Ord and Horning at the point there. We'll see if they progress in that. Only had 19 turnovers against the Circle team in their first matchup that came back. Oh, when did it come? December the 14th. That was a 51-30 loss in Jim Baker. It was just a 4-point game in that game at halftime. Circle that outscored Buhler 16-3 in the third quarter. They were 6 of 17, the T-Birds were, from beyond the arc. They had 15 second chance points, though, and that's what we talked about, limiting those second opportunities.
Yeah, to me, the 2 storylines of that first time we played Circle, one was they did such a good job of beating us on the glass, especially in the second half. And then also they hit all those threes. And so that's one of those things that those are 2 things that the Crusaders can improve upon tonight. If we can limit them on those second chance opportunities and defend the perimeter a little better, hopefully they won't knock down as many of those trays as they did last time.
Charlie Baxter had 6.6 rebounds in that game to lead the Crusaders. T-Birds were led by senior Aaron Johnson, who had 10 points and 7 boards. Well, tough loss for the guys on Tuesday night at Great Bend as well. In a game that they led at halftime, they end up losing 59-50. Buhler led by as many as 7 points in the first half. And as we mentioned, held that 4-point halftime lead. The Crusaders managed just 2 third-quarter field goals and were outscored by the Panthers 19-6 in the first 8 minutes of the second half. Great Bend's lead grew as large as 14 in the fourth quarter. Buhler would shoot just 31% from the field on the night compared to Great Bend at 54%. Here are some highlights from Tuesday night for the Crusader men. Both up top, Zay answers with a 3. Isaiah Hernandez gives Buhler a 3-2 lead.
Well, one of the best ways to defeat the
Willard Trash, Jack in the lane, through contact, missed, gets his own rebound, put back, yes! Jack Voth.
What effort.
Ricker will, far side, yes! Grant Ricker, his second tray of the quarter, and it's 9-4.
Grant is feeling it, releasing
to Willard Trash, to Voth, yes! Layup good!
What a great little bit of basketball that is.
Rebound, Matt Eddy comes out of nowhere to Stambaugh, layup good, and finally a field goal. Buhler made a game of it in the fourth quarter, too little too late. Thing that really stood out to me, I think both you guys made a comment that they looked a little tired in the second half, but obviously you get 24 points from Jack Voth, and you get double digits from Grant Ricker, but then Willard Trask, Meyer, and Hernandez combined the other 3 starters for just 5 points.
Yeah, and the thing, and talking with some of the parents this week, and just thinking about it, kind of taking a step back, that 3-game stretch that we had before that, Heston, Collegiate, and Andale, I mean, all ranked, very talented teams. Buhler was lucky enough, to go 2-1 out of that bunch. But, I think that just the toughness of the schedule maybe caught up to the Crusaders a little bit out of Great Bend. And the thing you got to hope is that, basketball is like baseball, where it's a long season, where sometimes you can just have that game where you drop. And the key thing that you want to avoid is that one loss snowballing into more losses. And so tonight is a great golden opportunity for the Crusaders to get back on the winning way and kind of put it behind them.
You certainly got to have a short memory. And, boy, the schedule, by the way, they're playing another ranked team, number 9 in Circle tonight. Buhler beat Circle in the Fieldhouse back in December, 58-50. It was a 6-point game at halftime. Buhler led by 13 in the fourth quarter, shot 46% of the field. Circle connected on just 5 of 19 threes. They lost a ton of them. The key in that game, Buhler plus 11 at the free throw line. And Carson, kind of the theme of this year is that most of Buhler's wins, a big reason why is you go back and you look at free throws, and certainly that was the case against Circle the first time around.
Yeah, without a doubt, being able to make free throws, you always, after we talk about free throws, you always got to go back to the McPherson game last year where we missed the game-winning free throw, and that's something this team is, after that game, really emphasized. And, I mean, you even look at some losses like the loss on Tuesday night where we didn't hardly shoot any free throws in the second half, and that came back to bite us. So they got to be able to get to the rim, draw some of those fouls, but if that's not working, they got to be able to get some production out of guys like Wade Meyer and Isaiah Hernandez and Diedrich.
All right, a couple of big ones, important ones coming up here in the Thunderdome tonight. The T-Birds hosting the Crusaders. We'll come back with our player profile right after this. Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
You're on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Visit Midway Motors on 30th Street in Hutchinson or online at midwaymotors.com. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Are you tired of your dusty or muddy driveway? APAC Kansas Shears Division is here to help. This is Derek Fees. Call us and ask us about our asphalt millings. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, arrange for pickup or delivery at your convenience. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Hi, this is Cliff Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company, and today I brought our 4-year-old grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 80 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way, the right way.
HKFM.
Aaron West back here on tonight's Midway Motors Drive to the Game from Towanda. Time for our Phoenix Restoration player profile. And Diedrich Willer-Trask with us on the profile tonight. Buddy, let's talk about the season for you. You've gotten quite a bit of time, obviously, as part of that starting lineup, and how that's been for you so far.
It's been great. I like having to step up and play a role. Even if it's not a scoring role, it's good being around on this team and around these guys and learning a lot from having a bigger role on this team.
What strategy do you take? A lot of nights you're going against some pretty big physical guys on the inside. You've been able to hold your own in doing that. Kind of what's your approach to going against that tough competition that you've had to play this year?
Really just, I got to hold my ground. And a lot of that comes from being in the weight room over summer and just learning how to play them from the coaches, and just knowing my teammates have my help.
You guys had a obviously tough game on Tuesday, close loss. How do you feel like mentally, physically, you guys bounce back from that?
I feel like we can't dwell on it. We can't keep our head down. We have to put our heads up and move on and not sit on that loss and focus on getting the win.
Went 5-0. Of course, the first time through league play, got that big win at MAC, big win at Augusta. You get those guys at your place here next week, and obviously big game here at Circle tonight. You take a lot of pride in that, and beating those guys the second time around?
Oh, I do. I can't wait to play them again. I can't wait. I think it's going to be fun.
You lead this team in charges. You've kind of become known for that, taking just about one a game. Is that something you work hard on in practice or take a lot of pride in?
I do take a lot of pride in it. I know, I might not be able to. I don't get a score like everyone else all the time, so I'm just glad. I'm glad I'm able to help the team in some way, and even if that's in charges, I'm glad to help.
You, of course, are going to take some punishment in some of those. There are one or two of them that maybe stood out or felt a little bit more than some of the others.
Oh, some of them do feel a little worse. Some of them feel when the guy's coming at you full speed. You feel it a little bit the next day.
All right, buddy, what's this team got to do to be successful the rest of the year?
We just got to come together, play through each other. I think we're all really good in our own way. So if we just play through each other and just we know how each other play. So we just got to trust each other, and I think we'll be good if we trust each other.
We've enjoyed getting to watch you play on the court, off the court. If we got to know Dedrick Willard-Trask just a little bit more, what are some things that you spend your time doing or enjoy doing?
I don't know. I just like hanging out with my friends. I love hanging out with the team, even if it's not at practice. I love hanging out with all my friends. It's just I love being around them.
All right, pal, sounds good. Well, best of luck on the floor tonight and the rest of the season. Thank you.
Thank you.
That is Dedrick Willard-Trask with us at our player profile. More right after this.
Hi, this is Jen Stallman with the Buhler Booster Club. Check out the Crusader Closet at our next home football game. Our customized designs and inventory are updated continually. From seats to blankets, t-shirts and sweatshirts, shorts and joggers, Crusader Closet has you covered for all things Buhler. All sales support our Crusader students through the Buhler Booster Club. Like the Buhler Highschool Booster Club page on Facebook to keep up to date and outfit your entire family with the Buhler gear they want at the Crusader Closet.
Gabe here from Midway Motors with our newest sales associate, Lane Novotny.
Thanks, Gabe.
Lane, you and I both know how much a lasting relationship matters in this business. What are you looking forward to most about Midway Motors?
The vast inventory. With over 400 cars in inventory, I'll find my customers a car.
You know, Lane, I can remember many years ago meeting you, and I could tell how much customer satisfaction means to you.
I want them to have a fair and honest deal, and I think that I can offer that better now through Midway Motors.
Find us at midwaymotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
HKFM.
Well, back here at Towanda, the Midway Motors drive to the game. Buhler Lady Crusaders coming in at 3-12 and averaging 31 points a game, giving up 52. Circle at 8-7. And the T-Birds 35 points a game and giving up 35. So the real difference between these two has been defense. And Buhler will need to step up tonight, as we talked about the rebounding, limit those second chance opportunities, and then we're going to talk about taking care of the ball again. It's the same things, but the recipe to being in the game in the second half is to not let it get away from you in that first 16 minutes. Take care of the basketball, rebound well, and when they're able to run through their half-court offense, I think they can make a game of it. It was just 4 points at halftime last time.
Yeah, I mean, and we were talking on the way down here, you know, there's some nights that you really want to be the team to slow it down. There's some nights you maybe want to play a little bit faster. You know, I really think just from watching these two play the first time that we can if we move the ball and speed the tempo up tonight, that might be to our advantage. But just overall, kind of the fun thing about the league setup, the second go-around, every single one of these teams we play for the rest of the season, we've seen them once. And so the coaching staffs and the players all kind of are familiar with each other. And so it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments Coach Mitchell-Stetter and Coach Pauls and Coach Price bring tonight. And just how the girls know this is a team that we can compete with.
And the Circle team, they'll launch a ton of threes. Long shots usually, Carson, mean long rebounds. And you really got to have your head up.
Long shots, and we talked about it before. They got to be able to rebound. They got to be able to box out. That's something that they can attribute to success, both on the offensive and defensive end. And you look at the last game, Circle made a more than normal amount of threes. That's something that they will not be able to repeat every night, and we hope that they don't repeat it tonight, and that'll help the Crusaders out. But long rebounds, like you mentioned, those are going to be where the game is won and lost in the rebounds tonight.
Yeah, they had 6 makes last game in that win in December. 15 points we talked about at second chance, and then they had the 17 points on Buhler turnovers. So see if the Lady Crusaders can limit those the second time around the league standings. McPherson at 5-0, Circle 4-1, Winfield 3-2, Augusta 1-3, Buhler 1-4, El Dorado 0-4, and we'll take a look at the league schedule tonight. Coming up, our Midway Motors drive to the game. Crusader basketball brought to you by Buhler Booster Club, by Hutchinson Family Dental, by Jackson Meat, Rise Up Reno Prevention Network, and by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs. More coming up right after this on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
The Midway Motors drive to the game on HKFM. We're just moments away from Lady Crusader basketball. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet. with the Ad Astra radio app, powered by Next Tech Wireless.
Hey, sports fans. All great teams include a great defensive strategy. That's what insurance is all about. Strategy to defend you, your family, and your possessions. This is Jordan Fee. I'm proud to help our clients plan their strategy of protection through the broad range of services we offer at Fee Insurance Group. Call to find out how we can protect your health, life, property, business, and even your retirement savings. Since 1883, we've been here to stand between you and risk.
Visit feeinsurancegroup.com, your local trusted choice agent.
Have a smile you want. Come and see us today. We have time for you. Open Friday and Saturday.
Hi, I'm Dr. J. You can have the healthy, beautiful smile you deserve. Come see me today at Hutchinson Family Dental.
Dr. J. Stuckey, Hutchinson Family Dental.
Did you know that the evaporated salt produced at your local Cargill salt facility is among the purest of all salts? Cargill Salt of Hutch is proud to support the schools of Reno County. Collaborate, create, succeed. Cargill Salt of Hutchinson.
Have you been thinking of making the switch to Next Tech Wireless, but you're stuck in an agreement with your current provider? We'll pay off your phone for up to $1,000. Yes, really! You'll also receive up to $829 off the smartphone of your choice. That includes the Samsung Galaxy S21 5G or iPhone 13. That's not the only reason to switch to Next Tech Wireless. Experience wireless built by Kansans for Kansans. Come visit, call, or text at 877-621-2600. We are Kansas.
HKFM.
Back here on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Elsewhere in the league tonight, we'll keep an eye on things in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. Andale at Wellington, Buhler at Circle, McPherson at El Dorado, Mulvane at Roselle, Clearwater at Collegiate, and Augusta at Winfield. On the Ad Astra Sports Network tonight, games are following include Lions at Haven, Trinity Catholic at Sterling, Marion at Inman, and Elyria Christian at Little River. Well, Buhler Dental Care is your hometown dentist, providing regular teeth cleanings and advanced periodontal work. Buhler Dental Care, healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Final warm-up shots here on the court at Towanda tonight. Circle High School, Buhler, and Circle coming up in our Friday night Crusader basketball coverage. We'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip when we come back on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
This has been the Midway Motors Drive to the Game on HKFM. The HCU Investment and Insurance Services starting lineups and tonight's opening tip are next. You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Precision. You might not see it, but it's inside every pound of the Countryside Feed family of feed rations. Livestock nutrition mixed so meticulously that even when delivered by the ton, these ingredients are measured precisely to the ounce. And that shows up in more pounds at the scale and more milk in the tank. To learn more, go to countrysidefeed.com or stop by and see us in Hillsboro or Mound Ridge.
Your livestock need top quality feed, made with pride by Countryside.
You already know H&R Block does taxes, but you may not know you can get expert help in person or virtually, or that our tax pros average 10 years of experience. You can even request the same tax pro every year, and your biggest possible refund is always guaranteed. At H&R Block, help is here. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations apply. See hrblock.com/guarantees.
Stop by H&R Block in Lyons, Ellsworth, or Hutch today.
Hi, this is Jade with Idea Tech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Buhler, Kansas. Idea Tech is a proud supporter and the preferred internet provider of the Buhler Crusaders. As the Crusaders know, speed wins. We back up our lightning-fast internet with a customer-first philosophy. That means you'll talk to a live person from our offices in Buhler when you call in. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability, or call 620-543-5000 to inquire about our services.
Yoder Meats is way more than just meat, but if you're looking for grain-fed, locally raised, antibiotic-free, and no hormone-added beef, Yoder Meats is the place. Feed the family with your choice of bundles or smaller butcher bags designed with a variety of meats to fit your needs. They have exotic meats too, and a wide variety of delicious cheeses, baked goods, groceries, specialty candies, gift items, and even products for your pet. Get it all at Yoder Meats in Yoder, open 10 to 6 Monday through Saturday. Find specials at yodermeatsks.com.
HKFM.
Well, let's take a look at tonight's HCO Investment and Insurance Services starting lineup. Located inside Heartland Credit Union on North Main in Hutchinson. Call Monty Cross at 669-0177. The Circle Thunderbirds 8-7 overall, 4-1 in the league under 17th year head coach Brian Henry. The 5'7" senior number 3 Abby Schultz had 8 points against the Crusaders back in December. The 5'6" senior number 21 Addie White. A 5'7" junior number 24 Katie Coble. A 5'8" senior number 33 Erin Johnson. She had 10 against Buhler. And a 5'4" sophomore number 34 Kaya Thornton. She had 8 in December. Schultz, White, Coble, Johnson, and Thornton for the T-Birds. Buhler 3-12, 1-4 in the league under second-year head coach Sierra Mitchell-Stetter. Had guard a 5'10" freshman number 2 Natalia Crayfields, Nat averaging 3 points, 6 rebounds a game. A 5'4" junior number 5 Taryn Horning, averaging 3 points a contest. A 5'9" senior number 11 Marin Lackey, averaging 3 points. A 5'9" freshman number 22. She had a career high on Tuesday night with 12 points. That is Charlie Baxter. And a 5'9" senior number 25 Abby Utsi, averaging 6 points, 5 rebounds. Crayfields, Horning, Lackey, Baxter, and Utsi for Buhler. There's the whistle. And the Lady Crusaders will control the tip. Left to right, we're underway with Crusader basketball here on HKFM, KWHK Hutchinson. Buhler in their road blacks tonight with the maroon trim and maroon numerals. Home whites, blue trim, blue numerals for the T-Birds. Buhler to our right, moving left to right here in the opening half. Taryn Horning out high. Circle opens in a man-to-man. Far side circle to Marin Lackey. Here is Crayfields up top. She'll be important rebounding tonight. Now a whistle and an offensive foul away from the basketball. Not the way that the ladies want to start out, and especially a lot of shoving early going on inside, and Charlie Baxter gets called with a push.
I mean, Buhler's doing a nice job moving the ball around, trying to get a good shot look offensively. Too bad that possession got ended by the foul.
T-Birds in their half court. Addie White with the ball. She looked good in warm-ups. Far side circle. Off to Schultz. Buhler starts in a man-to-man, opened in that zone against Great Bend on Tuesday. Kaya Thornton rolls left side circle. Out high to Schultz. Nothing. 1 minute in here from Tawanda. Here's a roll to the basket. Fadeaway shot. Left baseline. Good by Kaya Thornton. It's a tough shot to hit. Nice take by Thornton down low.
Yeah, she was fading away in the short corner. Was able to catch and release.
2-0 T-Birds. Buhler the other way. Here is Utsi out high with the ball. Picked up by Schultz. Far side circle to Horning. 6:28 to play in the first. Taryn will take her defender off the dribble. Gives up top to Marin Lackey. Lackey far side Horning. Out front now Utsi. Buhler turned their ball over on an offensive foul on their first possession. Free throw line jumper. Utsi short. Rebound T-Birds inside.
Good looking shot for Abby, just didn't fall.
And here is a pass in the left corner. A wave off the basket. Traveling called on the T-Birds. And boy, that's fortunate.
Yeah.
Because Katie Coble knocked down that three.
Yeah, luckily she shuffled her feet ever so slightly and was able to turn the ball over to the Crusaders before she released and drained it.
It's a nice looking shot. Still 2-0. Buhler the other way, left to right. Here's Charlie Baxter, right side circle. Being guarded by Addie White out front. Now Crayfields long two. Right through there for Natalia. That ties the game 2-2.
Nice looking confident jumper there for Crayfields.
So an even ball game, 5:38 to play on the Crayfields jumper. T-Birds the other way, and a whistle and a foul called underneath. Is that on Lackey or on Utsi? And they will call it on Abby Utsi. Abby Utsi, no stranger at times this year to getting in some foul trouble at the free throw line. Cobal's first attempt is good.
Yeah, that's really an important thing for the Crusaders. They need Abby on the floor as much as possible.
T-Birds average 51% as a team on the year. Cobal knocks them both down to retake the lead for her team, 4-2. 5:29 to play here in the first quarter. Here's Horning at the midcourt stripe. Gives up to Lackey. Over to the right side circle to Utsi. Utsi drives past the defender, stops in the lane, kicks out to Horning. Tarrant wants a three. Head is off the back iron, miss. Crayfields with a big board inside. Put back, no, but a foul. And that'll put Natalia at the line. And a chance to tie the ball game again. Crayfields on the year, 50% at the line. Buhler a little less than that as a team at 46%. First free throw for Nat on the way is short. That foul called on Katie Coble of Circle. That'll be her first, team foul number 1. One more try for the 5'10 freshman, Natalia Crayfields. This is off the back iron, rebound Circle. They still lead 4-2. Up the far side of the floor, here's Coble for 3, and that is short. Rebound inside, pulled down by Buhler. Crayfields saves it to Utsi.
Great hustle by Crayfields, keeping possession.
And now Utsi the other way, lost the dribble. Abby a little confused there, thought the ball was knocked away.
Yeah, one thing here early on, I don't know if you're seeing it too, Carson, but Circle is doing a really good job of working off their screens, and they're getting lots of good open shot looks.
Yeah, the Crusaders are going to have to be able to find a way to fight around those screens, slack off a little bit in order to give themselves a chance to protect the basket.
A second Buhler turnover. Addie White wants to take a three. That is in and out, no good. Rebound Baxter for Buhler.
Good box out by Charlie.
Down to 4-2. Far side of Horning. Pump fakes on the three. Drives to Crayfields in the lane. And a travel called. And that'll be back-to-back possessions where Buhler turns the ball over. Circle up 4-2. T-Birds 4-1. The first time through the league schedule. Their only loss was to McPherson. That was at Mac on January 14th when they scored just 15 points. And now his second travel called against Katie Coble in this game. And that'll be a second T-Bird turnover. Substitutions here for the Lady Crusaders. Gracie Ord, a 5'6 freshman, averaging 4.5 points a game, closer to 7 points a game in her last 6 in the ball game, as is Faith Miller, the 5'6 sophomore. Faith had a career-high 7 points against these T-Birds back in December. Substitutions for Circle, Riley Parrish, a 5'7 senior. Delaney Dennison, a 5'9 senior. Both check in, and Buhler turns it over again. 4 turnovers now in the first quarter. And Kaya Thornton with the ball. Her team up 4-2, 4:05 to play in the first quarter. Down low, they feed it to Schultz, guarded by Baxter. Good defense and a steal by Faith Miller. Taken away. And the Crusaders up the floor the other way, across the timeline, Horning. Far side, Baxter. Charlie steps into a three with the left, short. Gets her own rebound. Baxter pulls it back down, goes in, high off the glass, missed, but a whistle and a foul called. Chuck had 12 points at Great Bend on Tuesday night. And trying to pick up where she left off there. She'll be at the line for 2. That foul on Circle's Delaney Dennison. It'll be her first, team foul number 2, and Baxter knocks in the first. Charlie shooting 53% on the year. Horning, Ord, Baxter, Crayfields, and Miller. Second free throw missed. Rebound Natalia Crayfields, and she's called for a double dribble.
Tough break for the Crusaders there as Crayfields did a great job of fighting for the board there along the baseline, but they said that she double dribbled.
Boy, we've seen more traveling and double dribble calls in this first 4 minutes.
Yeah, these officials aren't afraid to stop the game.
Sometimes we have seen in a game. Emmy Stallman, 6-foot sophomore, big inside. Into the ball game for Buhler. Ball goes through the hands of Dennison, and it is out of bounds on the far side. That'll be another T-Bird turnover there for Addie White returning here for Circle. And out goes Katie Coble. 3:26 to play in the first. Buhler down a point. Chance to retake the lead here. 4-3 circle. Here's Horning. Dumps it off up top to Gracie Ord. Far side, Crayfields in the left corner. Looking for somebody to pass it to. Finds Miller. Near side, Horning. Horning shoots over the defender. Missed. And a rebound tapped him out, loose on the floor. Faith Miller, Ord now touches it, and Horning comes up with it. Good hustle.
Back-to-back saves there, back into play for the Crusaders to keep possession.
Here's Gracie Ord out high against that man-to-man T-Bird defense. Well, needs to distribute the ball before she gets a 5 count. Now to Miller. Here's side Ord. She'll shoot the 3. It's long, and a rebound. Addie White along the baseline for Circle. Boy, leak out pass ahead. Layup good by Riley Parrish. And a timeout by Buhler. 2:34 to play here in the opening quarter from Towanda. Circle 6 and Buhler 3. And we're back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Neufeld's Flooring, your experts in design and installation of carpet, tile, wood, and vinyl floor covering. Proudly sponsoring Buhler High School activities, Neufeld's Flooring in downtown Buhler.
At Dick's Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
HKFM.
2:34 to play here in the first quarter from Towanda High School. Circle. And the T-Birds lead Buhler 6-3. In the half court with the ball, Marin Lackey. Far side Circle. Low scoring affair so far. Lackey puts it on the deck, dribbles to the left baseline. Miller now up top to Ord. Ord. Now back to Lackey. Buhler with just the one field goal by Natalia Crayfields in this game so far. The only other point, a free throw from Charlie Baxter. Miller wants a 3, and that missed. Rebound in the lane to Circle. T-Birds up the floor, another leak out. Boy, you got to get back on defense. Buhler does recover this time. Here's Schultz inside over a double team, banks it in.
It was a good take inside by Schultz. Fire the shot over the top of Horning for good.
And the lead grows to 5 now. This is a 6-1 Circle run. Here is Crayfields. Long 2 up top. That missed. Rebound, Ord taps it back into play. Taken by the T-Birds. And Schultz up the floor. She'll take a 3. Left side Circle. Hit rims long. Offensive board for Circle. Inside. Layup missed by Aaron Johnson. Rebound Buhler.
Yeah, Circle offensively really trying to push the tempo up the floor.
Here is Miller inside with the left hand. And that misses. Delaney Dennison with a rebound. 8-3 T-Birds lead it. Minute 3 to go in the first. And Abby Schultz works it into front court. Far side Circle to Addie White. Near side Kaya Thornton. Buhler in a man defense. Schultz pump fakes on a 3. They'll give up far side. This is Mackenzie Sibley, a senior in the game. Dennison falling down, forces up a shot too strong, and a foul that'll put Delaney Dennison at the line for 2. The foul goes against Emmy Stallman. It'll be her first. Third team foul here in the half on the Crusaders. Dennison with a left-handed 3 that is short. Abby Utsi in. Natalia Crayfields out for Buhler. Katie Coble and Riley Parrish will return for the Lady T-Birds. Dennison with one more. Short on the first. 8-3 Circle. And a second missed as well. And Utsi with a rebound. Live tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Allen Samuels, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Hutch. Here is Gracie Ord out high near side Circle to Marin Lackey. Lackey drives, top of the circle, now spins, kicks. Ord for 3, short. Rebound contested in the lane, and a whistle and a stoppage of play as Ord got tangled up with Dennison. Dennison's going to come out of the game, replaced by Aaron Johnson. And they're going to call it off of the Crusaders. It'll be Circle ball.
Well, Buhler really needs to get a stop here and to try to get it down to just a couple possession game here before the quarter break.
Both teams in danger of scoring just single-digit points in this first quarter. 14 to shoot. And the ball goes through the hands of Addie White and a turnover. Each team with 5 giveaways. Here is Lackey for 3, right side circle. In and out, no good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be T-Bird ball with 1.5 on the first quarter clock.
Well, when Lackey let that 3 fly, it reminded me of, I believe, still her career high. I know she had a big game here last time we came down here with those.
She had 15
5 threes.
December of 20 here. That is her career high. 8-3 circle with the advantage by 5 after one quarter here in Towanda tonight. Crusader basketball. And we're back in 1 minute on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Rise and shine, it's daylight time, and time to go to your happy place. This is your last week to place your orders for Valentine's Donuts. Our heart-shaped donuts are a great sweet treat for you and your Valentine. We have a big selection of Valentine's donuts that are fun, fresh, and delicious. Plus, this month we are donating to the American Heart Association's Mended Little Hearts for children with heart defects. So come do some good and have something delicious at your 30th Street Daylight Donuts, 1435 East 30th in Hutchinson.
HKFM.
Well, hi everybody, welcome back. Crusader basketball brought to you by Ray and Sons Roofing, by Cargill Salt, the Sheila Metzger Agency, by the Medicine Shop, and by Midwest Iron and Metal. League coming up for our Buhler Swimmers tomorrow. Good luck to them. And then they'll get ready for state the following weekend. Our bowlers who are in action against Augusta today. And we'll check in on our wrestlers. Wrestled on senior night last night against McPherson. 8-3 circle with the ball to start the second quarter. And an offensive barrage here. After 8 minutes of play. Circled here on the left end of the floor. Johnson, ball deflected in the lane. Saved by the T-Birds. This is Johnson back up, missed. Rebound and a tie-up. And the Arrow will give the ball to the Lady Crusaders.
Well, I tell you what, there's a lot of times where if you only score 3 1/4, that might be curtains. But if you're playing good defense like Lady Crusaders are, all is not lost. So, I mean, here's the beautiful thing. Buhler hadn't played their best basketball, but they're only down 5 here on their first possession in the second.
Baxter back in there along with Lackey, Utsi, Horning, and Stallman. Aaron out high near the timeline, gives up to Taryn Horning. 7:19 to go in the half, an 8-3 game. Utsi out front against the man-to-man. Baxter, that's going to be too strong. Left side, 15-footer, no. Rebound T-Birds to the bucket. The scoop missed by Circles Aaron Johnson. Rebound Schultz for 3, missed. Rebound Maren Lackey.
That's at least Lackey's second or third rebound tonight. She's done a nice job on the glass.
Horning ahead to Utsi. Right side circle. Off the dribble now, Horning. In the lane, feeds to Stallman. Off the glass and good. And it's a 3-point game. Just Buhler's second field goal so far. 6:38 to go. In the first half, it's 8-5.
Great assist by Horning. She dribble penetrated and then dumped it down to Stallman.
Now is shot in the lane, good.
It's Katie Coble that shot from just outside the block.
And Katie Coble knocks down the bucket to make it 10-5. Back to a 5-point game now is Steele. Ball taken away. T-Birds up 5, looking for more. Inside over Stallman, score it for Aaron Johnson. Well, they've just gotten it back to a 1-possession game. And now back-to-back buckets for the T-Birds. Make it a 7-point game. It's a 4-0 circle run here and another takeaway.
What Buhler cannot afford to do is have these possessions where we don't even get a shot off before we turn it over.
Circle on a 4-0 run. Now a steal by Charlie Baxter. Baxter picks off a pass. Here comes Chuck up the floor, spins to the lane, a hard take, and counted for Charlie Baxter. And a timeout by the T-Birds. What a strong take for Baxter, the freshman. And it's a 5-point game again. 12-7 our score. And a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Mid-Kansas Credit Union, serving Central Kansas from their locations in Moundridge and Buhler. Take control of your accounts and sign up for online banking at mkcu.com with features like remote capture deposit and online bill pay. Member-owned and proudly supporting Crusader arts, athletics, and academics. Mid-Kansas Credit Union at 200 West 2nd in Buhler and in Moundridge. Member NCUA.
HKFM.
Crusader basketball tonight brought to you by Ray and Sons Roofing, by Cargill Salt, the Sheeta Metzger Agency, by the Medicine Shop, and by Midwest Iron and Metal. T-Bird ball up 5. They've led by as many as 7 here in the second quarter. Right to left. They'll work it near side circle. London Soto, a freshman, in the ball game. Now an offensive foul called on the T-Birds.
See who the moving screen was called on.
That'll be on Addie White.
Yeah, our broadcast setup here, we're at the far southwest corner, so when the officials are signaling the scores table, we get a lot of side angles.
12-7, Buhler with a chance to cut into a 5-point lead. And a shot long 2 up top, missed by Natalia Crayfields. Rebound T-Birds, far side of the floor, Schultz. Picked up by Baxter, out high to Addie White. Near side Soto. Here is White, she'll take a 3, launches, misses, back iron, rebound. Crayfields rips it away from Maya Fox.
Great job by Crayfields getting the board there.
And see if Buhler can capitalize. They try and feed it to Baxter on the right wing. It's poked out of bounds by White. It'll stay with the Crusaders. Still a 5-point game at 12-7.
I want to see the Crusaders offense use Abby Utsi. She's matched up on Abby Schultz. Abby can work her down into the post and is a lot quicker. Waiting to see that matchup exploited.
Here's Lackey with a 3 up top, missed. Trying for her own rebound. She can't come up with it. It is Soto who pulls it down. T-Birds the other way, quickly into front court. And the ball gets away from Kaya Thornton out of bounds. It'll be another T-Bird turnover. Well, we're even there so far through a quarter and a half. Each team was 7. Buhler's got to find a way to capitalize, though.
Yeah, they're getting it done at the defensive end. Just got to get some buckets here at the O end.
Gracie Ord has it far side circle. Just 7 points so far for the Crusaders in 12 minutes. Off a screen, Lackey tries to feed it to Baxter. Deflected away. Charlie will run it down. Up high is Crayfields. Far side Ord for 3. Missed. Back iron. Rebound is pulled down by Soto. Soto, pass deflected. And that'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Marin Lackey.
Yeah, great quick hands by Lackey. If she doesn't touch that ball, it's going to be a wide open looking 3 here in the near corner.
Yeah, you'd like to see Buhler find a way to get the ball inside to Utsi. They've not been able to do that.
Well, it's kind of happened when you're playing a team that likes to shoot threes. For whatever reason in basketball, it seems like you end up shooting more threes.
Here's White on a dribble drive to the bucket and score it for Addie White. She becomes the 6th T-Bird to score in the game, and it's 14-7.
That's why I was about to point out how balanced scoring Circle has been here.
Back to a 7-point game. Crayfields will drive. Up top to Ord. Gracie pump fakes. Utsi kicks far corner to Baxter. Charlie along the left baseline. Back into AY, and there it is. The layup by Abby Utsi.
Great feed from Baxter to Utsi, and you've been talking about it, Carson. Utsi's battling away down there against Schultz. Good to see her finally get rewarded with the bucket.
And Buhler cuts it back to 5. Will come the other way. And a 3 misses. Far side. Rebound Buhler. Well, 5-point game. The Crusaders have a chance to cut that down a little bit more. Here's Ord out high. Right side circle to Baxter. 14-9. Circle still with the lead. Ord, far side Lackey tries another 3. This one is true for Marin Lackey. It's 14-12, a 2-point game.
Huge bucket by Lackey. The Crusaders right back in this thing.
And Buhler, that 7-point lead has been cut down to just 2 here on a 5-0 run, and now a whistle And a foul called away from the ball on the far side of the floor. That'll be the second on Utsi, as we'll have substitutions here. Taryn Horning returns for Buhler, along with Faith Miller. McKenna Siemens, the 5'6" sophomore, checks in for the first time. And here is Kaylin Seeley off the Buhler bench, the 5'9" junior. So those three in, along with Crayfields.
Great job by Seeley there.
Yeah, another turnover on the T-Birds.
Driving to the bucket was Kaya Thornton, and I tell you what, Seeley is so fast that she can defend so well. Great to see her out there playing good D.
Horning, Miller, Crayfields, Siemens, and Seeley. 2:05 to go in the half in a 2-point game. McKenna Siemens, left side circle against the man defense. Out high to Miller. Miller. Post jumper missed by Seeley. Rebound T-Birds. Circle up by 2. They've not trailed yet in this game. Out high with it is Riley Parrish. Boy, tough as Crayfields lost her man to the bucket. Johnson score it, and it's a 4-point game. 16-12. That ends a 5-0 run. And the other way in another Buhler turnover.
Called the carry that time on Taryn Horning.
So each team now with 8 turnovers in 1:31 to go before halftime. Circle is led twice in the second quarter by 7. And now we've got a stoppage of play by the officials.
I think an inadvertent whistle, perhaps.
Well, they sounded the buzzer for Stallman to check in, and they had already inbound the ball, and they didn't run the clock.
They're going to change the clock to 1:27 from 1:31. Circle's going to inbound at half court. Riley Parrish will play it in to Kaya Thornton. Only one player in this game has more than one bucket so far. Here's Schultz inside. Short over Miller. Faith gets the rebound. Like double teamed and somehow leaks it to Horning. Back to Miller. Ahead to Seeley. Kaylin will get it across the timeline. Here comes Kaylin with it. Dribble to Miller. Out high to Horning. And Taryn stops and pops. Missed the shot. And a whistle and an offensive foul.
And they're going to get Horning with the arm bar. Going to say she tried to get some separation by shoving away.
Stallman in, Crayfields out. So a rare spot here in the game this season where we don't have a freshman on the floor. Now a steal by Seeley. Has her shot blocked though on the baseline. And taken away by the T-Birds. Seeley got the steal, but then her shot blocked. 46 seconds to go in the half. 4-point game. It was a 4-point game at halftime back in December. Inside shot short. Rebound Stallman. Johnson couldn't finish. Here's Miller. Ahead to Horning. 33 seconds to go in the half. Taryn from the free throw line. Jumper missed. Rebound T-Birds. 27 on the clock.
Rats, we keep getting good looks inside. Just can't get them to drop.
Katie Coble will bring it to check to make it Kaya Thornton across the timeline now. Here's Coble. Coble stuck on the far side. Good defense there by Siemens. Out front, long 2. That's partially tipped. I think Stallman got a hand on that shot from Aaron Johnson. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Buhler ball with 6.3 on the clock. Still 14. Make it 16-12. Buhler trailing by 4.
Well, as badly as you want to get a shot opportunity off here, what you don't want to do is have a cheap turnover and give them an easy bucket.
Here's Horning. She'll get it across the timeline. And then a whistle.
And that's one of those fouls. If you're Coach Henry from Circle, you're going to be just really ticked off because it was at half court. She was a long ways from the bucket.
Abby Schultz will commit the foul. It'll be her first. Marion Lackey in. Faith Miller out. 14 fouls in the half on Circle, and now we've got a timeout. So Coach Mitchell-Stetter wants to draw something up here with 1.5 on the clock. Timeout on the floor. A 16-12 game. Circle by 4. We're back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
From their beginnings in 1989, Wifco Steel Products has grown to be the premier supplier of storage tank hardware in the U.S. and Canada, and they're still growing. Apply today at wifcosp.com. Wifco Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
Rib Friday at Jackson Meat. Just a reminder that every Friday we have fresh smoked baby back ribs. Don't miss out. Call ahead and get your name on the list.
Experience the difference at Jackson Meat.
HKFM.
Emmy Stallman to inbound, and the best Buhler can do is a half-court shot by Terry the Hornet short, and that gets us to halftime. And the Crusaders hanging tough. Well, it was a 4-point game, as we mentioned, back on December the 14th. Circle led at halftime. It's a 4-point game here tonight. 16-12 in a low-scoring first half. Our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard will end their halftime for you from Sterling tonight with the Lady Blackbears, ranked best in Class 2A girls basketball, leading Trinity Catholic at halftime 32-15. Of course, news out recently that Callie Breyer, the granddaughter of the late Lonnie Cruz, will be staying home and playing ball next year at Sterling College. Live tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, Alex Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Hutch. And our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. We come back on HKFM, the Crusader Sports Network.
When disaster strikes your home or business, shop local. Hi, this is Robin Swanson. My husband Ryan and I and our team at Phoenix Restoration are proud to be Reno County's only locally owned fire and water restoration company. When pipes break, fire strikes, or the unthinkable hits your home or business, call us. With over 10 years of experience, we know how to help you recover. Check us out at phoenixrestorationandroofing.com. Phoenix Restoration. We'll help you rise again after your disaster.
HKFM.
Welcome back.
All-new 2022 Jeep Wagoneer at Allen Samuels and Hutch. Built for comfort and style with third-row seating, adaptive cruise control, passenger touch-only display, hands-free liftgate, keyless entry, and more. Take a test drive today. Need something more? We have inventory arriving daily. Check us out at AllenSamuelsHutch.com or stop by at the giant corner of 30th and Main. We always have a warm cup of coffee waiting, and that's where Mr. Samuels always says.
Come by, let's be friends.
HKFM.
I just think it's him. It has to be. There's no way it's not. There's from Foxstars.
You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM. Stay tuned for tonight's Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas, serving Central Kansas since 1886.
Prairie Bank of Kansas is a local bank with local concerns. You'll find us in the heart of the community, helping wherever we're needed. We enjoy working with local schools to help promote activities like sports and extracurricular learning. We hope you support these activities too. We'll be right here with you. Visit one of our locations in Stafford, Ewing, Denver, or Hutchinson. Check us out online at prairiebankks.com. Prairie Bank of Kansas.
Much like going to the doctor for a physical, we can perform physical on your vehicle. Hi, this is Steve. Welcome to the full-service experience of Red Rock Auto Center. Allow us to do a complete physical on your vehicle to ensure its complete dependability. Whether preparing for holiday travel, batteries, or brakes, we are your locally owned, family-owned, full-service repair facility. Visit us today in South Hutchinson or go to redrockAutoCenter.com. Red Rock Auto Center. We're here when you need us.
Great feed from Baxter.
Sports in a Minute. I'm Brendan Brzezinski. Coming up on Saturday at noon, the 8th ranked
first. KU fell to Texas earlier this week for Oklahoma's down 3-game losing streak with a win on Wednesday. CJ Moore of The Athletic spoke to WWW Radio's Beacon this week about what Oklahoma would have to do to pull off a win over Kansas this weekend.
They run a good job.
Huge bucket by Lack, and the Crusaders right back in
I'll be
this.
honest, I haven't watched them a ton lately. This bump, I haven't studied them super close to know what's been going on. But I think part of the problem is it's not that athletic. I don't think they're not dynamic enough offensively to game in and game out keep scoring at consistent level in this league, which has terrific defenses. So I think the talent's not quite there, but they're still good enough to jump up and get some games on Wednesday night.
Sports in a Minute. I'm Brendan Brzezinski. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn. Powered by Next Tech Wireless. You're listening to the Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report.
Hi, I'm Dr. Buhler Dental Care. We have great registered hygienists to help schedule your family needs. You will receive high-quality dental care and build a positive relationship with your experienced staff in a pleasant and reassuring atmosphere. We like to have some fun with you and get to know you while you spend time with us. So be sure to give us a call at 620-543-2768. Email us at drlbds@gmail.com. Humor and providing healthy smiles with
At Adams Road, North Carolina, we serve everything. Hi, this is Ed Henry. If you farm, or in agriculture, healthcare, construction, real estate, or any you're in we'd love to talk and see how we can help you out here. Adams Road, Future Guy Life CPA.
Erickson Custom Building has a great plan and a budget suited for your needs. Whether it's a new build, a remodel of a kitchen, interior, exterior, or an entrance restoration project, Erickson Custom Building provides quality craftsmanship and superior customer service. We stand behind our work and have lasting relationships with vendors, suppliers, and most importantly, with you, your customer. Erickson Custom Building, proud to support all high school activities. Call 620-585-2816 or visit EricksonCustomBLDG.com.
HKFM.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back here at halftime. Crusader basketball brought to you by Johnson Sheet Metal by the Prairie Bank of Kansas. With Band Insurance by Idea Tech and by With Coastal Products. We'll give you our With Coastal Products player of the game coming up after the girls contest tonight. 16-12 here at halftime. It is Circle by 4. Circle has not trailed in this game. They had a 5-point lead after one, led twice by 7 in the second quarter. And the Buhler hanging tough. On a 4-point game here at halftime. They're right in it, fellas. And just continue to rebound well and to cut down on the turnovers. And I'd like to see them get the ball a little bit more inside and use some of that size advantage they've got to get to UC and Baxter and Crayfields and some high percentage shots.
Yeah, it's been interesting with both teams going man. There's really been some interesting matchups man-to-man wise on just for both squads, who we have manned up on our gals and who we're manning up on the other end. But no, so much of this game, I think, it's just like so many times like Buhler in the boys game at Great Bend. The longer we can hang around in this game, the more the pressure is going to be ratcheting up on Circle. And we just need to play hard, fast, and free in the second half and just try to hang around, because if we're only down 4 points late in the game, trust me, Circle's going to be the one that's going to be more panicky than we are.
Yeah, and I think it all comes down to some shot selection. Like you said, we've settled for some questionable threes. We've settled for threes, and that might not be where the play is. You know, you see Abby Utsi has been mismatched almost the entire first half when she's in down low and is able to beat Abby Schultz down low at the post, and they're not being able to get it down there. If they can do that, get the ball, nice bounce passes to Andy Stallman, those are easy buckets that they can get almost the entire half. So they got to be able to work through that. Halftime adjustments, we talked about it with the boys team. They do a great job. We got to see some good halftime adjustments, and those 4 points will go away like that if we can do that.
4 points each for Johnson and Cole in the first half for Circle. Wacky and Charlie Baxter each with 3 for Buhler. 16-12, a 4-point game here at halftime. Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Second half when we come back on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
This has been the Prairie Bank of Kansas us online at PairBankKS.com. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Hi, this is Kathy from Midwest Iron inviting you to help the environment and fill cash in your pocket by bringing us recyclable metals to 700 South Main in Hampton. Have questions? Give us a call at 620-662-0551. Midwest Iron, recycling for tomorrow's environment.
We are ready for a new and fun event. It's the Shamrocker. Rise Up Reno, Saltford Brewery, and the Soul Pincers are inviting you to join us for a fundraiser, including live and silent auctions, refreshments, and live classic rock beer. We can't wait to see you at the Shamrocker, March 12th, 6 to 11 p.m. at Memorial Hall. Tickets are $25 and include awesome door prizes for the first 150 guests. Find more information at riseupreno.org. Rise Up Reno.
Carson Moore with you. Colton Hines running our video tonight on the Crusaders Sports Network. As we are in Teamer, we call it the Birdcage in Towanda. And the Circle Thunderbirds will have the ball on floor to start the second half to our right. And in the lane, ball knocked loose, saved by Aaron Johnson. Up top to Schultz. Schultz, White, Coble, Johnson, Thornton for Circle inside, scoring for Addie White. Should become the third teamer with 4 points in the game. It's a 6-point game, 18-12. Crayfields, Horning, Lackey, Baxter, and Yancey for the Lady Crusaders. There's a three on the way missed. And a rebound for Circle. I'd really like to see him try and get the ball inside here in the second half. Horning nearly stole it away, and she does. She forces the turnover and the deflection off Circle's Addie White. Great play by Taylor Horning.
Horning was just there to speed her up enough to where it went right through Addie White's hands, and smart play that time by Horning to let it go out of bounds.
I count so Circle now has more turnovers in the game than Buhler. There's Baxter inside. There you go. Charlie Strong missed the shot, but a foul. Circle was really physical at our place back in December. Buhler has the longer, more athletic players take advantage of that, particularly Baxter, Crayfields, and Yusu inside. Charlie misses the first free throw here.
Yeah, I mean, pounding it inside, you can't go wrong with that this evening. Can't go wrong with that most nights.
Claire Faulkner, 5'5" senior, into the T-Bird lineup now for Coach Brian Henry, who's been here Towanda for 17 seasons. Both free throws missed by Baxter. Rebound Circle.
Tough break for the Crusaders. Typically, Charlie one better free throw shooters.
Well, Charlie just now 1 of 4 in the game. And on the other end, Baxter forcing a takeaway and a tie-up. And that should give Buhler the ball in the arrow. T-Bird turnover.
Great hustle by Baxter, hitting the hardwood that time to force the tie.
Crusaders could cut into a 6-point deficit here. 6:50 to go in the third. It's 18-12 Circle. Here's Baxter in the far corner with the ball. Charlie on the pass inside Yusu. Missed the shot. Ball knocked away. And Schultz has got it. Now behind the back dribble. Oh man, you can't call that foul. You cannot. Well, they're going to. Yusu got her feet tangled up with Thornton at the timeline. Thornton kind of drove into her. And yeah, it's the third on Abby Yusu.
That's a big, big foul because Abby's been doing a nice job inside.
She'll be replaced by Emmy Stallman. Circle with the ball after a Buhler miss. And then the foul on Yusu. T-Birds up 6. Out high with it is Kaya Thornton. Near side Circle, Katie Coble. Far side, a 3 launched and short by Kaya Thornton.
Well, the first time we played them, those were the type of threes that kept going in for Circle, so it's a good run that they're still missing them.
And nobody's had a 3 other than Marin Lackey tonight. Here is Baxter for 3. Well, that misses. Too strong back iron. Rebound Aaron Johnson.
Thought you were going to put the reverse announcers.
Oh, I thought that was going to go in. Here's a runner in the lane. Missed. Out of bounds. Schultz couldn't connect. And Delaney Dennison will check into the T-Bird lineup. Gracie Ord in for Buhler, and out comes Charlie Baxter. 5:48 to go in the third. 18-12, a 6-point game.
Well, and it's really kind of a critical juncture for Buhler. We can't let this 6-point lead balloon to that 8 or 10-point mark here in the third, because that's what happened the last go-around we played these ladies.
And you got to score here in the second half, still without a bucket.
There's Marin Lackey out of the left side circle to Horning. Horning pushes it right side. Gracie Ord for three. Short. Rebound. Out of bounds. That's
oh, wow.
Schultz. That looked like it went right off Abby Schultz out of bounds.
Dribbled it out of bounds. So,
and they're going to give the ball to the T-Birds on the loose ball rebound. Out of bounds off Buhler. Schultz to inbound, being guarded by Ord. They'll play it into London Soto. Soto across the timeline. Near side circle to Katie Coble. In the corner to Schultz. T-Birds up by 6. And a pass to Nolan on the far side circle. Goes over the head of Dennison. And out of bounds. And now 12 turnovers on the T-Birds. Buhler's got to find a way to capitalize on some of these. They have not been able to do that tonight. As Horning will bring it across the timeline, right to left. Tarrant. Far side Ord. Now to 5:09 to go in the third. Just one bucket and a field goal by Addie White of Circle in this third quarter so far for either team. Ord off the dribble drive to the bucket, and the shot crawls off the rim. Delaney Dennison picks up the rebound for the T-Birds. Ord got to the bucket, just wouldn't stick.
Yeah, just tough break for the Crusaders. That one crawled off the rim.
Emma Johnson, a freshman in the game, feeds it out high to London Soto. Soto takes Horning off the dribble to the right. Tarrant stays right with her. Far side circle to Katie Coble. Down to 4.5 to play here in the third. And there's contact in the lane and a foul from behind. As Schultz was driving with the ball. I believe that'll be on Natalia Crayfields, so it'll be her first. That'll be the second team foul here in the second half. Make it on the T-Birds. Circle to play it in off the far side baseline. Schultz will play in. Her team up 6, 18-12. Here is Dennison. Out high to Coble. Buhler in a man defense. Near side circle to Schultz. Out front is Coble. They'll work it to the right side to Soto. Inside Dennison against Stallman. Off the window. Shot missed by Coble. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be Buhler ball. Buhler is playing some pretty solid defense.
Yeah. I mean, you hold a team to 18, 5 minutes into the second half, and you're feeling pretty good about yourself. They gotta be able to score some points, though.
Buhler's got to find a way to put the ball in the bucket here. No points yet in the third quarter with 3:56 to play. Horning out front. Near side Lackey. Merritt's got the only 3 in this game tonight. And she'll drive to the basket. Missed. She had 5 of them back in the December of 20 on this court. I'd like 5 of them tonight. That would work. Here's Circle on a drive and a strip and a foul. See if that puts Coble at the free throw line. Stops play with 3:36 to go here in the third quarter. Buhler again without a third quarter point. Taryn Horning will pick up the foul. It'll be her second, team's third. It'll be Katie Coble at the line. She is just one of 2 T-Birds to attempt a free throw. It was 2 of 2 back in the first quarter. Free throw here is off the back iron and missing. Charlie Baxter and McKenna Siemens will return for Buhler. As Aaron Johnson, Addie White, and Kaya Thornton all come back in. So does Mia Fox for Circle. Second free throw, Coble, is good. And now Coble will come out of the game, replaced by Riley Parrish. 19-12, it's now a 7-point game. That matches the T-Birds' largest lead from the first half. And again, only 3 points, all by Circle, scored so far in this third quarter. Here is Ord across the timeline. Works it to the far side. Claudia Taylor has checked into the ball game, the freshman for the Crusaders. Siemens near side to Ord. Out high Stallman, far side Taylor. Left corner, make it right corner to Siemens for 3, missed. Rebound inside Fox of Circle. Buhler was outscored in the third quarter back in December in this game. Here is Fox down low, jumper missed. Rebound Stallman. Circle 16-3 dominated that third stanza at the field house. Siemens looking into Stallman. Boy, tough pass to try and make, stolen away.
Well, Fox has a lot of length and is good defending down low.
Here's Addie White on a pump fake and a drive against Ord. And they're going to call a foul on Gracie, and that's going to put Addie White at the line.
Luckily, that's just Gracie's first, but I tell you what, good effort that time. Addie White just kind of decided she was going to go to the rim, and she got there.
She tucked the ball away almost and could have got a few extra steps.
Addie White at the free throw line. First free throw is good. If Buhler could find any offense at all, they'd be in this game.
Yes. Their defense is keeping them in it. Their offense is holding them back right now.
First free throw good by White. So Circle has outscored Buhler now 4-0 so far in the quarter. Buhler again has not scored a point in this third. White knocks down 2 free throws. That's
note to self, don't foul her.
Gives her 6 for the game. 21-12. Lead is 9 for the first time. Inside, Stallman breaks the goose egg in the second half for the Crusaders. She's got 4, and it's 21-14. Back down to a 7-point lead. Buhler's first bucket of the second half. 2:18 to play in the third. And the T-Birds the other way. Johnson at the free throw line tries a wraparound pass in the post, and that is off the leg of Stallman, out of bounds.
Yeah, Amy's done a nice job when we've gotten the ball down low. She's kept it high and been able to turn and score, so hopefully we can continue working that.
And broke a 5-0 Circle run here in this quarter. T-Birds up 7. And Riley Parrish out high with it, guarded by Baxter. Far side to White. Addie White gives up to Parrish, near side White. In the post to Mia Fox. Turnaround off the side of the backboard against Claudia Taylor. And gets tangled up with Taylor, and they're going to call a foul on Claudia.
But great effort down low by Claudia. She's given up some height to Fox, but Claudia matching that height with some physicality and aggression down low.
That'll be the first on Claudia Taylor. 5th team foul of the half. White will play it in. Fox off the left block. Out high to Parrish. And a double dribble called on Riley Parrish.
We always talk about how officials and officiating crews have pet calls. These guys are in the hunt for double dribbles.
This game has kind of found itself in quicksand here in the third quarter. 21-14, Circle by 7. Buhler in their half court with 90 seconds to go in the third. Siemens off to Ord. Right side Circle. Gracie drives, feeds. Siemens for 3, short by McKenna. Rebound Gracie. Ord out high with it. She'll drive and kick again. Claudia Taylor for 3. Missed. Rebound Circle. Boy, Buhler is falling in love with that 3-point shot here tonight. And they just have one make. That by Marin Lackey, who's not even on the floor right now. Here's Parrish driving down low against Baxter. Now feeds it out high for a 3. Thornton. And that is Circle's first 3-point make of the game.
And not a good turn of events for Buhler. They're down 10. Hopefully they can get it back to single digits before the quarter break.
44 seconds to go in the quarter. Buhler with just 2 third quarter points. Baxter, jumper baseline, left, missed. But they cannot buy a basket. Rebound Circle. T-Birds up double digits with 32 seconds to play. Here is Parrish out high. Far side Thornton. Inside Johnson trying to work it to Fox. And that shot off the window and good.
Yeah, Mia Fox did a nice job. The defender was right up against her. She took a couple dribbles, backed her way to the bucket, and banked one home off the window.
A 12-point game and now a steal. And the layup on the other end missed by Kaya. Make that by Aaron Johnson. Rebound Buhler. 2 seconds on the clock. Stallman in the lane has it deflected away. And that'll get us to the end of the third quarter. Well, a 4-point game at halftime, much like it did in December, has ballooned here after 3 quarters of play. As Buhler comes up with just 2 points in the third, and they trail by 12. 26-14. We're back in 1 minute on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
The name Johnson Sheet Metal doesn't sound like a heating and air conditioning company, but our family at Johnson Sheet Metal became a Lennox dealer 99 years ago and are still servicing and installing heating and air conditioning systems in Hutchinson and Reno County. Through 4 generations, our specialty has been the Lennox brand, but we can service other brands just as well. We do metals too, but if you have a heating or air conditioning need, call Johnson Sheet Metal today at 620-662-0224.
Do you need custom shirts, hoodies, polos, or other apparel printed? Tired of overpaying with online companies? Hi, this is Tyler with 37 Print Co. in Hutch. Come see us and get your shirts printed locally. Check out our work on our Facebook page at 37 Print Co. We print shirts.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Hutchinson, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger, agent at the Sheila Metzger Agency. Call me at 665-0400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
HKFM.
Well, down 12. Buhler has 8 minutes to make something happen as they were outscored 10-2 in the third quarter after being down only 4 at halftime. Taylor, Utsi, Baxter, Horning, Lackey on the floor to start the fourth. It'll be circle ball to the far end of the floor. It was Circle's only double-digit quarter so far tonight was the third. T-Birds try to sweep the season series, and a 3 to open the fourth quarter. Kaya Thornton ended the third with a 3, and she starts the fourth with 1.
Now Buhler really becoming red alert time where we need a bucket.
A 15-point game, and Buhler turns it over. Dennison takes it away from Utsi, and then they're going to call a foul on Abby.
That was what you call a frustration foul right there.
You know, we talk a lot about Utsi as now she's going to come out of the game again, and Crayfields will come back in. And all of Abby's ability, the things that she does so well. But as a senior, she's got to learn. There are times where you just got to get away.
A tough break. Frustration
foul, indeed. I feel her frustration. I understand. And, oh, my goodness. Kaya Thornton just hit another 3. This thing's getting away. 32-14. Buhler with just 1 bucket in the second half. And the lead is ballooned to 18. Here is Claudia Taylor, right side circle, out front to Horning. Circle and a man, Crayfields down low, turnaround shot, and that missed. And a rebound by Dennison. Across the timeline, Thornton, who can't miss in the second half, floats one off with the left hand of the cup, and that shot missed, out of bounds. And it'll be off the T-Birds.
Yeah, Thornton's just gone crazy in the second half. She only had 2 points at the break. She's got 3 trays in the second half.
Kaylin Seeley returns for the Lady Crusaders, replacing Claudia Taylor. We're live here tonight in Towanda from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Allen Samuels, Chrysler Dodge, Jeep Ram in Hutch. Here's a foul on Buhler's into the floor on the T-Birds. A push is going to be called on Delaney Dennison. That'll be her second. Team's second here in the second half. A couple of subs in for Circle. Katie Coble, Riley Parrish return. Taryn Horning to play it in off the baseline. In the lane, Baxter missed. Boy, I don't know what you got to do to get a basket. Circle the other way. Schultz in the right corner. Inside. Turnaround blocked by Crayfields. Johnson had it blocked. Circle gets it back. Shot up, missed, but a foul. That's going to put Johnson at the free throw line. And I believe that'll be 2 on Natalia.
Actually, I think they're going to
get Marin Lackey.
Yep.
It'll be on Marin. It'll be her first. Team's 7th. So Circle now in the bonus, and Johnson at the free throw line. Again, Buhler just with 2 points now in 10 minutes of basketball. Just the 1 bucket by Stallman is it in the second half. Second free throw missed by Johnson. Rebound T-Birds. Far side Schultz, rifle pass inside, layup missed by Parrish. Rebound Seeley. Here comes Kalen up the near side of the floor. Lost the dribble, loose, and a tie-up.
Good job by Seeley diving on it when it came loose.
And hey, Mr. Official, you got it. What in the world? Please tell me they called that a tie-up.
They called a foul on Kalen Seeley.
The three officials stood there for like half a minute staring at each other, waiting for, I guess, one of them to step up and make a call. And they call a foul on Kalen Seeley?
Interesting.
And so that is going to put Circle back at the line for a 1-and-1. Kaya Thornton knocks in the first. Emma Johnson back for the T-Birds, and Schultz will go out.
So Thornton now with 12 points overall, 10 of them here in the second half.
Ford and Miller back for Buhler. Horning and Lackey go out. Crusader basketball brought to you by Midway Motors, by Fee Insurance, APAC Shears, by H&R Block, and by Hutch Rec. Second free throw good by Thornton.
Very confident free throw form for her.
35-14, lead has grown to 21 here. 4-point game at halftime. Buhler 2 points in the second half with 5:36 to play. Here is Crayfields out high. Near side circle to Seeley. Kalen off a drive. Kicks to Miller. Now to Seeley. Far side Crayfields. Crayfields stripped and fouled. That'll be on Aaron Johnson. That'll be the first on Johnson. It'll put Natty at the free throw line where she's 0 of 2, her only points. A 2-point bucket. That opened Buhler's scoring back in the first quarter. Can Buhler get their first point of the fourth quarter? They can.
So that breaks the second half shutout there with 5:21 remaining.
And it's all you gets in both. 35-16, lead down to 19. Circle had scored 14 points unanswered before those free throws. 5:08 to play in the game. Circle, left elbow jumper, missed by Kaya Thornton. Offensive board for the T-Birds. Parrish has it. Out of the right side circle. And a pass looking for Thornton down low. Thornton saves it from going out of bounds, but right into the hands of Faith Miller. And then Miller has it taken back by Thornton, whose jumper missed. Rebound Miller, and she is fouled by Riley Parrish.
Be the fourth team foul on Circle, so Buhler not near bonus territory yet.
Well, a sweep for the Crusaders on the lanes today. Varsity boys win over Augusta 32-74 to 29-13 as Crayfields will try a three, missed. Rebound Circle. High series went to Cotton Piles with a 696 at the alley. And on the girls' side, Buhler won 30-39 to 27-79. Circle with the ball and a timeout. High series went to Tegan Nielsen with a 5-90. Buhler has not. The Lady Crusaders have not lost a meet this year. 35-16.
That is something to be proud of.
4:07 left. We're back in 30 seconds. Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Hutch Rec is your community recreation provider. We're passionate in bringing healthy living opportunities through our youth and adult sports, wellness and fitness classes, and several of our community events and races. We're also your community spirit provider, offering endless recreational opportunities at Dillon Nature Center, Senior Center at Elmdale Park, the Sports Arena, plus Hutch Rec downtown. See all of the community spirit and healthy living opportunities Hutch Rec provides your community at hutchrec.com and on our Hutch Rec Facebook page.
HKFM.
Back here in Towanda, Crusader basketball brought to you by Sunflower Electric Supply. Shot inside out of the timeout, missed, but a foul by Red Rock Auto Center, Ediger Family Dental, by Phoenix Restoration, and by Schmidt Electric. Abby Utsi just got back in the game. And Abby just fouled out of the game. Dejected, tough to see for her. Mia Fox will go to the free throw line. And that free throw off and no good.
Well, one of those nights for Abby where, you get the 3 fouls in the first half, and so just both times in the second half that she really played, she picked up the fouls pretty quick, and it's not for lack of effort. She busts her hump out there every day. And
Horning and Lackey will return. Miller and Seeley will go out. Both free throws missed by Mia Fox. Rebound, Taryn Horning. 35-16. Here's Baxter. Near side to Lackey. Out front, Horning. Far side, Ord. Gracie for 3. Short. Rebound circle. Schultz pulls it down. Left to right across the timeline. 3:45 to go. Picked up top by Marin. Far side, Abby Schultz. Out front, London Soto. Far side, Addie White. There's White, who just traveled with the ball, and thank you for calling that. She had the ball on her hip as she took like 3 steps. I didn't think they were going to call it.
We're going to call her Svi now, Aaron.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Hey, the difference is he won the basket. He made the basket, and his team won the game. So you might as well get over that. Timeout on the floor. 3:24 to go. 35-16. He's making a lot of money now shooting those threes. We'll be back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
This is Cliff Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company, and today I brought our 4-year-old grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 80 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way, the right way.
HKFM.
Well, we're back here in Towanda. A lot of college basketball this weekend. Hutch Blue Dragons home. K-State is on the road at Iowa State tomorrow. Jayhawks are home against Oklahoma. Trying to rebound from that loss at Texas. Big 12's tough. Man, it's tough. Sterling College will be on the road. Lady Warriors this week wrapped up a second consecutive league title. Their 14th in program history for Coach Casey Bassett.
And doing it with a lot of local kids.
Yeah, this year the Albright sisters, of course, from are the Bangert sisters. One is an Albright now from Kingman. There's a shot missed. Emily Hendrickson from Haven. Circle the rebound and a whistle and an offensive foul. 35-16. T-Birds lead it, 3 minutes left. And, of course, news this week that the KCAC will be adding a 14th school in 2 years. In 2023, Evangel out of Springfield, Missouri will come to the conference.
Yeah, it's always good to see your conference growing, and Evangel's been a school that's been in the Heartland Conference since the 80s, so they're not a school that jumps around much.
Here's Baxter on a drive and a make, and Charlie Baxter, her first points of the second half. She's got 5. It's 35-18. 2:39 left in the game. Circle the other way and score it on the left baseline.
Lucy Holler.
By Lucy Holler. Her first points, chance to get in. The sophomore scores.
Yeah, at that last stoppage of play, Coach Henry working down his bench, working in some new young ladies, and that's exactly what Coach Mitchellstetter is going to do here with 2:19 remaining.
37-18. We've got a whistle and a stoppage of play as Ava Combs, Amy Stallman, Desa DeVenne, McKenna Siemens, and Allison Goins will check into the ball game for the Crusaders. Ava Combs will play it in. On the wing to Siemens, who will launch the three, and an out, no good. And Combs gets tangled up with the T-Bird on the rebound. Kaya Thornton, and the arrow will keep the ball with the Lady Crusaders. Thornton had herself a second half, didn't she?
She did. In a very low-scoring game in the first half, 3 trays here in the second half.
11 points. Siemens tries another three. This one is good for McKenna. Off the left wing, 2:07 left. And it's 37-21. McKenna Siemens with her first bucket of the game.
Yeah, she leads the team beyond the arc. 46% on the season. Big bucket there for McKenna.
Circle back the other way. Getting late in this one, just 1:49 left. And here's a drive and a kick. Far side, Lucy Holler. She'll take it high off the window. Missed. Rebound, 3. Missed by Thornton. Rebound, Emmy Stallman.
Good job by Stallman clearing the glass there for Buhler.
Buhler up the floor, right to left, into front court. And trying to work it into Stallman. Shot short, but a foul. And that'll put Emmy at the line. 1:19 left here. Crusader basketball brought to you by Apple Lane Animal Hospital, by Erickson Custom Building, Yoder Meats, by McKenzie Paint and Body, and by the Photo Cowboy.
And Emmy actually leads the team in free throw percentage this year.
And this is the first here. It's just her fourth, make her 7th try of the year.
Actually, I should say second on the team because Claudia Taylor's still perfect.
Foul was the second on Lucy Holler as 5 new T-Birds check into the lineup here. Stallman's second free throw rattles in. Emmy ties her career high with 5 points. 37-22. It's a 15-point game with 1:10 left. Our coverage tonight from Towanda on the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. 2 weeks after tonight left in the regular season. T-Birds working it in to Mia Fox. Now on the baseline. Jumper missed by Kylie Dennison. Rebound and a foul. Stops play with 52 seconds to go.
So freshman Emma Johnson's going to go to the line.
Well, Circle will improve to 9-7 on the year. And 5-1 in the league. Buhler will fall to 3-13 and 1-5. Ava Combs commits the violation. It is her first, team's 10th. 2 shots at the line for Emma Johnson. The freshman misses the first. This will be a 3rd straight loss for Buhler. Just 1 win now in their last 5. And Johnson missed them both, but a takeaway. Ball knocked loose. Goins comes up with it, then throws it right to Dennison. So the T-Birds have it back with 36 seconds left. This will stop a 3-game losing streak for the T-Birds. Came off back-to-back-to-back losses. Shot missed in the post. Take it away. Here's Combs. Out on the left wing to Siemens. McKenna lost the ball, chases it up top. 17 to go. Goins to Combs, left side. Combs drives, floats, missed. Rebound and a foul. Are they going to call that on Ava? No, it'll be against Circle. It'll be against Kylie Dennison. Her first, 7th team foul. And so that'll put Ava at the line for 1-1. Ava Combs on the year is 4 of 6 at the stripe. Free throw is up and good.
So Ava gets in the scorebook tonight for the first time for Buhler.
Well, for the 2nd straight game against these T-Birds, Buhler had a miserable 3rd quarter. Combs hits them both. 37-24. Lead is 13. T-Birds the other way. Ball knocked out of bounds under the Circle bucket. It'll be off the Crusaders. It'll stay with the Thunderbirds with 4.2 left here. And Dennison to play it in. This is Kylie Dennison on top to Riley Parrish. And that'll do it. And the T-Birds will win it by 13. Well, Buhler made a fight of it in the fourth after having that miserable third quarter and scoring just 2 points. They come back and score 10 in the fourth. But Circle wins it. They score 11 fourth quarter points and win it 37-24. T-Birds 9-7, 5-1 in the league. They go on the road Tuesday night at Augusta. Lady Crusaders 3-13, 1-5. They'll be home at the Fieldhouse on Tuesday night to host the Lady Pups of McPherson. Our postgame when we come back. Circle wins it 37-24 here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
If you have not considered Wade Patton Insurance for your homeowner's insurance, you should call on us. Hello, this is Brad Patton here to remind you that we have the independent advantage to find coverage for your home. Buying insurance doesn't have to be an expensive burden, and we will shop our carriers for you and simplify the placement of coverage.
Charlie Baxter, her first points.
Your individual needs.
So they're not
Take the time to educate you on your coverage and be sure you're protecting your biggest investment. Stop in our office on the corner of 6th and Main or find us on the web at Wade Patton Insurance.
The second half.
HKFM.
Check out the all-new 2022 Jeep Wagoneer. Come check out the all-new 2022 Jeep Wagoneer at Allen Samuels in Hutch. Built for comfort and style with third-row seating, adaptive cruise control, passenger touch LED display, hands-free liftgate, keyless entry, and more. Take a test drive today. Need something smaller? We have inventory arriving daily. Check us out at allensamuelshutch.com or stop by at the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine. We always have a warm cup of coffee waiting, and that's why Mr. Samuels always says,
"Come by, let's be friends."
HKFM.
Oh, hi, everybody. Welcome back here, our post game. And a final score of 37-24, just a 4-point game at halftime. Circle never trailed in the game, led 8-3 after one, 16-12 at halftime, and then a miserable third quarter, which just managed 2 points. Bucket by Amy Stallman was it. Circle outscored Buhler 10-2 in the third. Buhler fights back in the fourth, but man, that 8-minute stretch to come out of the locker room, that was tough to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you can play absolutely amazing lockdown defense, but unfortunately for the Crusaders, you're not going to win a lot of games just scoring 2 points in the quarter. And yeah, I mean, Buhler could match up with Circle, and but just the offense just really struggled to get in any sort of rhythm this evening.
Yeah, you come in and you really like your matchup. You're playing a team who's lost 3 games in a row. Their last 5 games are 1-4, and you're 2-3. So you come in, you have confidence in yourself. You have a decent week of practice, and things just didn't really click. The shots weren't falling. They took a lot more threes than they normally do. You wonder if that's the game plan. We'll hear from Coach later, but I think that after this game, you got to recollect and say, hey, we have McPherson, who's McPherson, but then we have Augusta, El Dorado, Winfield, and we could snag 1, 2, or 3 of those next games in the season. I think that they got to be able to forget this real quick, and they got to go in with a good attitude for the rest of this league matchup.
21 second half points for the T-Birds, just 12 for the Crusaders. We look at the final numbers. They're brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years. 13 from Kaya Thornton to lead all scores. She had 11 of those in the second half, including those 3 threes. Other scores for the T-Birds: Abby Schultz with 2, Riley Parrish with 2, Lucy Holler with 2, Addie White with 6, Katie Coble with 5, Erin Johnson with 5, and Delaney Dennison with 2. Peter got 5 each from Amy Stallman, tying her career high. 5 tonight from Charlie Baxter. Natalia Crayfields with 4. Ava Combs with 2. Marin Lackey with 3. McKenna Siemens with 3. And Abby Utsi with 2. Our play and player of the game coming up. And, of course, a monster guys matchup as we start the second time through league play here tonight. Crusader men trying to rebound from that loss on Tuesday at Great Bend. More of our postgame in 2 minutes on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
More of the Shirt Shack postgame show coming up on HKFM. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn, powered by Next Tech Wireless.
I have children that are younger in grade school, and then I have high school children
and it's
who go to see Dr. Edgar. I was super impressed with how he made my daughter feel so comfortable. Dr. Edgar is great with all ages. He does an awesome job.
Hi, this is Dr. Corey Edgar, inviting you and your family to call me at 663-9136. That's 663-9136. Or stop by my office on East 30th to make an appointment today at Edgar Family Dental.
Their patients come first.
At Adams Brown, we go above and beyond to help our clients. Hi, this is Brett Henry. We love to show how our team can help your business. Stop by our Hutch location at 30th and Plum or check out AdamsBrownCPA.com. Adams Brown, strategic allies and CPAs. Above and beyond.
Rod here from Rod's Tire and Service in Hillsboro. Farmers and ranchers, we know managing your costs is a huge part of making your farm operation profitable. That's why at Rod's Tire we offer a wide variety of ag tires in stock and ready to install. For your tires for the farm, family, or fleet, give us a call today at Rod's Tire and Service in Hillsboro.
We're here to keep you rolling. Rod's Tire and Service.
Come check out the all-new 2022 Jeep Wagoneer at Allen Samuels in Hutch. Built for comfort and style with third-row seating, adaptive cruise control, passenger touch LED display, hands-free liftgate, keyless entry, and more. Take a test drive today. Need something smaller? We have inventory arriving daily. Check us out at allensamuelshutch.com or stop by at the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine. We always have a warm cup of coffee waiting, and that's why Mr. Samuels always says,
"Come by, let's be friends."
HKFM.
All right, back as we wrap up our ladies broadcast tonight. Guys will tip here in about 13 minutes. Let's get some highlights. We'll get you our play and player of the game as Circle wins over the Lady Crusaders tonight, 37-24. In the lane, feeds to Stallman, off the glass and good. And it's a 3-point game. Just Buhler's second field goal. Charlie along the left baseline, back into AY, and there it is, the layup by Abby Utsi.
Great feed from Baxter to Utsi.
Or far side, Lackey tries another 3. This one is true for Marin Lackey. It's 14-12, a 2-point game.
Huge bucket.
There's Baxter on a drive and a make, and Charlie Baxter, her first points of the second half. 11 points. Siemens tries another 3. This one is good for McKenna. Off the left wing, 2:07 left. And it's 37-21. McKenna. And our Dix Phillip 66 Phillip of the game tonight. Phillip on top-tier gasoline, snacks, and more. 4th and Stevens in Hutchinson. Every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillip 66. At Marin Lackey 3 with 2:24 to play in the first half. That capped a Buhler 5-0 run and got the lead down to just 2 at 14-12. We talked about the difficulty Buhler had scoring the ball coming out in the third quarter. Our Whiffco Steel Products player of the game tonight, from storage tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms. Whiffco Steel Products, the expert in steel fabrication, online at whiffcosp.com. And a night when the offense was hard to come by, defense was important. Emmy Stallman played a lot of big minutes tonight because of obviously the foul trouble with Abby Utsi. Ties the career high with 5, and we will give the defensive effort our player of the game.
Yeah, and Emmy, you can just tell she's gotten so much more comfortable out there on the floor, and so that's a positive thing, and she did a good job when they got the ball into her, keeping the ball high and turning around and finishing at the bucket.
A couple of other league scores in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. Wellington beats Andale tonight, to open their second time through league play in Division 4, 46-39. And they're going to overtime with Augusta and Winfield. That is in Winfield, tied at 44. Going to overtime, and Ollie Thomas down in Winfield tonight, 44 all. We'll get some final thoughts before we move on to the guys' game tonight from Coach Mitchell Stetter. Coach, kind of felt a lot like the first time these two played. You guys are right there at halftime, and then you just have a miserable third quarter.
Yes, that third quarter is a curse to us, man. I feel like every game we're right in it. In that third quarter, a team gets hot and we come out a little dead. So we got to figure out what drives us to come out third quarter ready to play.
Yeah, I thought defense for the most part solid tonight. Thornton got hot there and had a couple of threes.
Oh, yeah.
In the second half, but other than that, you're able to kind of limit them, which I thought was good, especially after all the offensive rebounds that Great Bend had on Tuesday. Kind of took care of some of that. Just couldn't get the ball to go in the basket.
I know.
On the offensive
I told
end.
the girls we shot so many baskets, it just would not fall for us. One day it's going to fall for us, and it's going to make us win a game or be really close into a game. I thought Marin Lackey did a great job stepping up and guarding Thornton. That one time when she was on a roll, Marin was a gardener. So I thought she did a really well job tonight.
Yeah, tough night for Abby Utsi.
Yes.
Some nights you get in foul trouble, you get frustrated, and then you sit a bunch. It's just so hard to get yourself back in the game after that.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to get your momentum going and everything when you're being a little cautious when you're playing. So.
All right, Coach. Well, we'll rebound. Fun one on Tuesday, huh?
Yeah. We have pink night against MAC. The girls have been raising money again, and I'm excited kind of to announce how much they raised this time.
Yeah, I know they last Saturday, a week ago from tomorrow, they shot free throws, right?
Yes, we shot a lot of free throws, and even my 7-year-old son decided he'd step in. He shot 100 free throws as well. A little closer to the basket, but he shot 100 of them.
Yeah, well, I was talking to Natalia Crayfields earlier this week about it, and was trying to get her to brag on herself, but she wouldn't do it, but said that the team did really well with the free throws, and I think they're excited, too, to kind of have that special night and wear the pink unis on Tuesday. That's always fun.
Oh, yes, it is. I think they look forward to it, and Nat will never pride herself. She's a humble kid, all about the team.
Love that. Love that attitude. Coach, thanks so much, and we'll talk to you on Tuesday night.
All right, thank you.
That is Coach Sierra Mitchell Stetter. We'll take a timeout, preview our guys matchup coming up. They tip here in about 8 minutes from Towanda. Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Come visit us at Buhler Dental Care. Our friendly and experienced staff is here to help give you the best care around, and we like to have some fun and get to know you while you spend time with us. From regular fillings, cleanings, dental implants, or even if we have to, extractions, we can provide the treatments you need. We are always accepting new patients, so be sure to call us at 620-543-2768 to schedule your next appointment, or email online at drdaldds@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
Winter has arrived and getting out of a warm bed can be tough on cold mornings. Make it easier with the Newtone heat lamp or heater exhaust fan combination for your bathroom. You'll have energy-saving warmth and instant comfort in your small or large bathroom without adjusting the thermostat. They're easy to install and prices start at $50. Plus, add a 15, 30, or 60-minute timer. Call us today at 620-662-0531 or stop by Sunflower Electric at 100 West 2nd in Hutchinson.
Rise Up Reno Prevention Network wants to say thank you to our community for helping our kids live their best lives and stay drug-free. Kids who have support from family, school, and community are more likely to live healthy, drug-free lives. 89% of Reno County kids have never tried marijuana. In a changing world where we all get mixed messages, let's help keep this message clear. Kids with support are more likely to clarify mixed messages and live drug-free. Rise up, Reno.
HKFM.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back here inside our broadcast booth, the Alan Samuels broadcast booth. Crusader basketball tonight brought to you by Hutchinson Community College, by the Mid-Kansas Credit Union. Dix Phillips 66 by Neufels Flooring, and by Daylight Donuts. What a big matchup coming up on the guys' side. Buhler at 12-3 coming off that frustrating loss at Great Bend Tuesday night, 59-50. And of course, they've been in just a brutal stretch of basketball. It looked a little tired in the second half. See if they can get their sea legs back tonight here at Circle. Thunderbirds coming in at 10-5, but they've come off a pretty big stretch as well. One at home against Clearwater on Tuesday night, 58-42. Also a win in that stretch over Andale. Lost in overtime to Collegiate. Won the Chaparral tournament. This team under Coach Buhler in his 8th year, averaging 58 points a game, giving up 49. Buhler at 56 and 50, and this is a very important game for both these two squads. Circle went just 2-3 the first time through the league, including that loss at Jim Baker back in December, 58-50, in which Jack Voth had 26 points and 9 boards. Trevor Kalman led Circle in that effort with 16. This is a T-Bird team, Carson, we talked about the Circle girls shooting a lot of threes. This is a T-Bird team that will chuck it. They attempted 19 threes in the first meeting. Fortunately, they made only 5.
Yeah.
But you don't want to come out here on a night when suddenly they go 10 of 19. Yeah. Got to guard that three-point line really well tonight.
Yeah, they're going to chuck it. I mean, you saw it on the football field that they want to drop back and throw it deep, and that's kind of what they do out here. They'll take step-back threes. They're warming up, and they're shooting from the logo, and they're confident in their three-pointing ability. They also like to slash. They have some length. They like to drive, kick out. The 3 game is where they want their offense to be. So you're going to get 1 of 2 options. You're going to get a night where they hit all of them, or you're going to get a night where, just like our girls, didn't hit very many. So they got to be able to close out. The rebounding game also is going to be big. Jack Voth, Grant Ricker, Dietrich are all going to have to step up and grab some boards for the Crusaders.
Yeah, they do like to drive and kick. They'll shoot from anywhere on the floor. Just a sophomore, Ethan Kane. He is a slasher. Speaking of somebody that'll shoot from anywhere, he doesn't care where he's at. If he's open, he will shoot the ball. Buhler's really got a lockdown on defense. There are times when they're really, really good defenders, and then there are times, I think, when they get a little tired on defense. And so they got to stay engaged for 4 quarters.
Yeah, they got to stay engaged for 4 quarters, play good defense. We're going to have to see some guys step up. You know, we talked about getting tired. We might see some more Jeff Neal. We might see some more Miles Frederick, and some deeper guys off the bench. So if they come off the bench, you got to be able to produce on the offensive end as well. That's where they've struggled, only getting points really from Jack and Grant. So guys like Zay, Wade, and Matthew Eddy and Ethan Stanbaugh got to be able to step up and provide some points for this Crusaders offense.
Both these teams are in play for one of those top 4 seeds in the West. Buhler comes in the number 1 seed as of now. Circle just outside that seeding. They're currently 5th in the West, and so a win would do huge things for them tonight. Buhler needs to take care of business down the stretch. They went perfect at first rotation through the league, but you know, everybody is going to get their best shot starting here tonight at Towanda, and then 2 monster games next week as they go to as they play McPherson and Augusta. All right, second of 2 tonight coming up. Nice crowd here in Towanda. We'll get you set with the starting lineups and the tip next. Buhler and Circle. It is Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
The Crusader men tip-off in the second half of tonight's doubleheader. We're leading up to game time with the Midway Motors drive to the game. Stay tuned as Buhler Crusader basketball continues on HKFM.
Some of the most important ingredients are the ones you can't see. At Countryside Feed, we offer consistency. Feed recipes customized specifically for your herd with meticulous formulas to provide reliable nutrition time after time. And traceability, the ability to track ingredients from field to feed to farm. To learn more, go to CountrysideFeed.com or stop by and see us in Hillsboro or Mound Ridge.
Your livestock need top quality feed, made with pride by Countryside.
You already know H&R Block does taxes, but you may not know you can get expert help in person or virtually, or that our tax pros average 10 years of experience. You can even request the same tax pro every year, and your biggest possible refund is always guaranteed. At H&R Block, help is here. All tax situations are different. Not everyone gets a refund. Limitations apply. See hrblock.com/guarantees.
Stop by H&R Block in Lyons, Ellsworth, or Hutch today.
Hi, this is Jade with IdeaTech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Buhler, Kansas. IdeaTech is a proud supporter and the preferred internet provider of the Buhler Crusaders. As the Crusaders know, speed wins. We back up our lightning-fast internet with a customer-first philosophy. That means you'll talk to a live person from our offices in Buhler when you call in. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability, or call 620-543-5000 to inquire about our services.
Yoder Meats is way more than just meat, but if you're looking for grain-fed, locally raised, antibiotic-free, and no hormone-added beef, Yoder Meats is the place. Feed the family with your choice of bundles or smaller butcher bags designed with a variety of meats to fit your needs. They have exotic meats too, and a wide variety of delicious cheeses, baked goods, groceries, specialty candies, gift items, and even products for your pet. Get it all at Yoder Meats in Yoder, open 10 to 6 Monday through Saturday. Find specials at yodermeatsks.com.
HKFM.
And the national anthem performed before tonight's game. Let's meet your starters. First, for the 9th-ranked Circle Thunderbirds at 10-5, 2-3 in the league under 8th-year head coach Bo Hornia. A 5'9" senior, number 12, Luke McGinnis. He had 11 points in that December loss at the Fieldhouse. A 6'2" sophomore, number 21, Ethan Kane. We told you he'll shoot from anywhere on the floor. A 6'3" junior, number 22, Trevor Kalman. He had a team-high 16 back in the December game. A 6'1" junior, number 23, Ty Smith. And a 6'1" senior, number 25, DJ Middleton. Again for the T-Birds, McGinnis, Kane, Kalman, Smith, and Middleton. For the 3rd-ranked Buhler Crusaders at 12-3, 5-0 in the league under 7th-year head coach Ryan Swanson. At guard, a 6'2" junior, number 11, Grant Ricker. Grant Ricker now with double-figure scoring in 4 straight games. He's averaging 14 points over his last 6, 12 points a game on the season. At guard, a 6'2" junior, number 13, Wade Meyer, averaging 8 points. He was 0 for 6 from the field in that Tuesday loss at Great Bend. At guard, a 5'11" senior, number 14, Isaiah Hernandez, averaging 6 points and 5 assists. At forward, a 6'4" junior, number 2, Diedrich Willard Trask, averaging 5 points a game, leads the team in charges with 16. At forward, a 6'5" junior, number 34, Jack Voth, averaging 22 points and 9 rebounds, one of the leading scorers in the league and in the state. Again for Buhler, it is Willard, Trask, Ricker, Meyer, Hernandez, and Voth. Our HCU Investment and Insurance Services starting lineups. Located inside Heartland Credit Union on North Main and Hutchinson. Call Monty Cross at 669-0177. Streaming coverage tonight on the Ad Astra Radio app and on the Crusader Sports Network via YouTube. Powered by Next Tech Wireless. We are Kansas. Number 3, number 9. And Keys, Carson, as we look at this game, obviously if you're Buhler, you want to get off to a good start. Really got to be engaged on the defensive end tonight. And they've got to get some of those other guys, as you talked about, Meyer and Hernandez, Willard Trask, involved in the scoring.
Yeah, start fast, spread the wealth. Don't let them hang around. This is a team that if they feel like they have a shot, they're going to use it, and they're going to this crowd will be cheering for them without a doubt, no matter what way the calls go. So, no matter what happens, you got to spread the wealth, you got to start fast, and everybody has to get a ball through the bottom of the net.
Buhler will be in their road maroon uniforms, black and white trim, black numerals tonight. It'll be the home whites with the blue trim and the blue numerals for the Circle T-Birds. We'll see if Coach Swanson, who I think is talking with him this week, thought he'd have a little deeper bench by this late in the season. It's kind of gone the opposite way, where we played a little deeper early in the season, but he's really cut it down to just those 7 guys here since the SIT.
Yeah, and tonight, to me, just the big story tonight is bounce back. Tonight is all about putting that trip to Great Bend in the rearview mirror and getting off to that good start like you guys talked about, having some energy here right out the gate. And but this is going to be a tough opponent tonight. Circle's ranked, good crowd on hand here in the aptly named Birdcage.
Well, they have bounced back well in their 2 previous losses. Tip controlled by the T-Birds were underway right to left. Crusader basketball here on KWHK Hutchinson. Air to West, Carson Muller, Chris Shank put up at the free throw line, crawls off, missed by Middleton. Rebound out of bounds, it'll be Buhler ball. T-Birds, an inside-out team that love to drive and kick, and they will chuck a ton of threes. Here is Hernandez across the timeline. Into the defense of the T-Birds. Looks like they open in a man. And Meyer, far side Ricker. Ricker takes his man off the dribble. Kicks right corner, Hernandez on the wing to Voth. And Jack will shoot that 3, and it's good. Great way to start with a wing 3 from Jack Voth.
Yeah, Jack did not do a lot of his scoring on Tuesday out of Great Bend in the first half, so good to see him get off to a great start.
7:14 to play in the opening period. Right side 3 the other way. That is good from Luke McGinnis.
Teams trading trays on first possessions.
And we are tied 3-3. Here is Ricker out high for the Crusaders. Now to Voth. Each team hitting an opening tray to start the game. 6:40 to go in the first. Grant from the left elbow. Plays it off to Hernandez. Down to Willard Trask. He'll drive against his man. Nice scoop and score. And boy, talk about spread the wealth. Good to see Willard Trask engaged early, and it's 5-3.
Well, he's one of those guys that he brings so much intensity on the defensive end. Anytime you can get any points out of Diedrich offensively, that's a huge plus.
McGinnis out high, slides it left side circle to DJ Middleton. Off to Ethan Kane, dumps it in the lane, it's stolen away. Ricker knocked it loose, couldn't hold on to it though. Circle gets it back out of the bucket, shot up and good for Trevor Kalman, and we're tied at 5. Hernandez into front court, gives up far side Meyer. Wade Meyer slides it out high to Voth, back to Meyer. 5:46 to go in the first. Willard Trask off the right side circle, Voth. Jack curls into the lane, feeds to Wade. 3, left corner, yes! And Wade Meyer, who was 0 for 6 on Tuesday, knocks down his first shot. 8-5 our score. Buhler back in front by 3. 5:29 to go in the first. And the T-Birds will work it back in their half court. Middleton over the right side circle to Kane. Now a drive and a pass. Here's Middleton. And he'll go down the lane. And a charge taken by Diedrich Willard Trask. That is number 17 on the year. He averages just a touch over 1 a game. Well, you always know it's coming at some point, don't you?
Yeah.
And if you're a driver, you got to be aware of that.
Well, you'd think it'd be in every opposing team's scouting report. If you dribble, penetrate, and Willard Trask is there, he's really good at drawing charges, maybe back up and pull up for the fadeaway, but people just continue to go at him, and he makes you pay.
All right, Buhler with the lead and the ball after the circle turnover. That foul against Middleton, his first. Now the ball gets away from Willard Trask. He somehow saves it to Hernandez.
Great effort by Diedrich.
Near turnover, both in the lane to Willard Trask over the defender and good. And Diedrich's got 4 early points.
He leads all scorers. How often do we get the opportunity to say that?
And that makes it a 5-point game. Good offense, good defense early for Diedrich. 4:35 to go before the end of the first. 3 right side missed. And a rebound and a putback score it for Ty Smith.
It was a great save by Trevor Kalman. He saved it back into play right to Smith, who took it once off the paint and put it in.
That makes it a 3-point game again. Crusaders looking to hold on to the lead with the ball to our right. Hernandez pump fakes, feeds right side Voth. Jack through traffic, has his shot blocked by Ethan Kane, taken by the T-Birds.
Well, they're doing great on the help defense. When Jack Both goes inside, there was 3 guys protecting the rim for Circle there.
Ethan Stambaugh, junior guard in the ball game for the Crusaders. On a kick and a left corner 3, in and out, no good. Missed by McGinnis. Rebound, putback, no, by Smith. Rebound, Crusaders. Meyer now has it knocked away, and a steal. Taken away by the T-Birds. Inside, ball through the hands of Kalman, and they're going to call it out of bounds off the Crusaders. Grant Ricker quickly back in for Buhler. Matt Eddy, the 6'1 junior, will check into the Crusader lineup as well. Here's Connor Chadwell, a 5'11 sophomore for Circle. T-Bird ball on their end of the floor, down 3. 10-7, 3:30 to go in the first. Ethan Kane out high, far side Circle to Chadwell. Now they play it off to McGinnis. Being shadowed by Hernandez, pokes the ball away. Zay with a near steal, and that's going to be an over and back as McGinnis. He had 1 foot on either side of the midcourt line when he grabbed the ball.
So great break there for the Crusaders. And man, tell you what, Circle is matching our defensive intensity with good defense on their end.
All right, Buhler up a bucket here. 3:11 to go in the first. Zay Hernandez up top, right side Circle to Jack Voth. Voth will flip it back to Isaiah. Isaiah in the lane, what a find to Matt Eddy. Shot short, but a foul. And that's going to put Matt at the line. Boy, love that drive. It sucks the defense. Eddy on the backside, wide open, missed the shot, but a foul.
And it was a great feed by Isaiah. A little no-look action finds him wide open.
And Matt knocks down the first free throw of the 6'1 junior. 53% at the line of the year. His team shooting close to 70%. Brendan Galloway, 6'3 senior, now into the T-Bird lineup.
Aaron, you've talked about it for years. Anytime that Hernandez is anywhere near you and you're on offense, you better have your head on a swivel because he is the master of the no-look pass.
Ethan Kane commits the foul, his first, team second. Circle down 12-7 now, and they're half of the floor. And another charge taken, this time by Ethan Stambaugh on Connor Chadwell.
Yeah, Chadwell is going to get the foul called because he really just dipped the shoulder into Stambaugh. Ethan didn't have his feet set, but took a big blow that time from the shoulder of Chadwell.
That'll be the 4th charge taken this year by Ethan. Ethan, he seems to take the hard ones. He just, man, he hits the deck. Here's Grant Ricker off a screen, set by Voth, slides it out high, Stambaugh. Buhler up by 5. They've led twice by 5 here in the first quarter. Grant on a drive, stripped and taken away. T-Birds the other way. The ball picked off by Kalman. Trevor Kalman brings it up into front court. The big 6'3 senior Galloway along the baseline, and a whistle and a foul called.
I believe, they're going to hit Matt Eddy with the foul.
That'll be on Eddy off the bench. His first, team's first. And a Circle substitution here. DJ Middleton returns. Ty Smith goes out. Circle to play it in. Left of their own basket. And they'll find Connor Chadwell, guarded by Ricker. Off to Middleton. Now a feed to McGinnis. McGinnis, elbow jumper is good.
You can tell McGinnis is an athlete. Lots of hops on that jumper.
12-9, the 3-point game. Buhler the other way. 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Ricker far side Circle. Near side to Eddy. Now Stambaugh. Circle in a man defense. Here's Hernandez off the right side. Eddy, well, they'd let Eddy shoot threes all day, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Near side Ricker. on a switch and a drive. And a shot inside missed. But Grant will go to the line for 2.
Well, Buhler here in this first quarter doing a nice job getting to the free throw line.
Well, we talked about that early in our broadcast tonight as that foul is on McGinnis. And Ricker knocks down the first free throw. In the first meeting between these two, Buhler was plus 11 at the free throw line. If you look at Buhler's wins this year, in 15 games, they have just 4 more made field goals than their opponents in all games. Second free throw is missed. But when they win the free throw line, which they have done most of the year, they win the game. 13-9 our score. 4-point game. Circle driving, count the bucket, and a foul the other way. And you can usually tell early in a game. The games that have been called tight have been in Buhler's favor. They get to the line a lot. And those physical games and they don't call fouls, you look at the 3 losses.
Yep. It takes away a huge asset that the Crusaders have, being so good from the foul stripe and getting to the line.
Well, they found the second on Matt Eddy. He comes out, Willard Trask back in. Middleton converts on the 3-point play. He becomes the 5th T-Bird to score. It's a 1-point game. 13-12. A 4-0 T-Bird run here. Here's Meyer out high. Ball knocked away, gets it back. Near side circle to Hernandez. Isaiah plays it down low, right side to Jack Vove. Back up top to Zay. Drives to Meyer. In the lane, shot blocked by Middleton. Take it away, the T-Birds looking for their first lead of the game. 59 seconds to go in the quarter. Far side corner, Cowman. In the lane, the drive, Galloway, the layup good. A 6-0 circle lead run, and they have their first lead at 14-13. Up 1, 43 seconds to go in the first. Here is Jack on a drive down the lane. He is stripped, and the ball out of bounds. It'll be off the T-Birds with 38 seconds on the clock.
So stay with Buhler. Buhler with a golden opportunity here on the inbound to try to retake the lead.
Buhler had a 5-point lead at 12-7. Circle now on a 6-0 run has taken their first lead of the contest at 14-13. 33 seconds to play. And Buhler has to look like they'll be content here with one more shot in the quarter. Hernandez pump fakes, kicks to Ricker. Grant, 10-foot jumper on the right side is good.
Big bucket for Buhler. We'll see if they can hold on to the lead here to close out the quarter.
That puts Buhler back in front by 1, 15-14. McGinnis, 8 on the clock to shoot. Lays it off to Galloway off a screen. Here's side Chadwell, launches a long 3, won't go, and that'll get us to the end of the first. Buhler will have the ball to start the second. Up 1 here in a tight game in Towanda early. 15-14 our score. Buhler by 1. Crusader basketball, and we're back in 1 minute on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Neufeld Flooring, your experts in design and installation of carpet, tile, wood, and vinyl floor covering. Proudly sponsoring Buhler High School activities, Neufeld's Flooring in downtown Buhler.
Rise and shine, it's daylight time, and time to go to your happy place. This is your last week to place your orders for Valentine's donuts. Our heart-shaped donuts are a great sweet treat for you and your Valentine. We have a big selection of Valentine's donuts that are fun, fresh, and delicious. Plus, this month we are donating to the American Heart Association's Mended Little Hearts for children with heart defects. So come do some good and have something delicious at your 30th Street Daylight Donuts, 1435 East 30th in Hutchinson.
HKFM.
Well, girls finals today in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. Inman over Marion 50-45. Haven beats Lions 58-36. Homecoming at Haven tonight. Of course, Circle here beat Buhler 37-24. And Sterling over Trinity Catholic 63-26. Winfield beats Augusta in overtime 53-46. Down in Winfield. Buhler ball to start the second quarter, up 1. Here's Willard Trask. He had 4 first quarter points. Jeff Neal, sophomore, is in the game to start the second. Ricker inside. The feed to Voth. Missed the layup. Put back, no. Put back, yes! Great second and third effort by Jack Foth. And it's 17-14.
That reminded me of one of those scenarios where you're playing against your little brother in the driveway and you keep missing the shot, keep getting it, and finished finally. So good job by both keeping the patience.
Shooter by 3, here's Middleton. Long jumper out top, no. Long rebound. Galloway pulls it down. Back to Middleton. 3 missed. Another offensive board for the T-Birds. And Chadwell's got it inside. Out of control, lost it. Circle saves it. Out on the left wing to Middleton. Middleton picked up by Jeffrey Neal. Far side, Chadwell. Near side, and that goes off Keaton Koenigsman, the freshman who is now in the game. He does not look like a freshman.
I gotta double check that. Definitely doesn't look like a freshman.
He does not. 34.
Survey says he is a freshman. He's a kid that earlier, he's listed on Circle's roster, clear down on their freshman team, not even listed in the JV varsity roster.
Here's a 3, Middleton, and he knocks it down. Couple of offensive boards there, turns into a 3-point basket, and it ties the game at 17. 6:47 to go before halftime. Ricker, he'll drive, left side lane line, kicks to Meyer for a 3. Wade, rims long. Rebound in that lane, pulled down by Circle's Ethan Kane. T-Birds have it back, looking for the lead back. Across the timeline comes Luke McGinnis. Off to Kane, cut off in the lane. He'll kick it to Galloway for a long 2, missed. Rebound, Grant Ricker. And Grant, great recognition, nowhere to go when the ball pulls up. He'll let his teammates get set up in the half court. Here's Jeff Neal, right side circle. Jeffrey plays it off to Ricker. 6:10 to go in the first half. Here's Grant on a drive. He'll get to the bucket. Too strong. Great rebound on the backside by Voth. Layup missed. Rebound Circle. T-Birds again could take their second lead of the game. We're tied at 17. Buhler led twice in the first quarter by 5. T-Birds only with a lead once by 1. They had a 6-0 run right at the end of that first quarter. McGinnis. Off far side circle to Kane, and his rifle pass. Hot potato out of bounds. And a turnover in the T-Birds.
That's what you call an airmail. He just let go of a little high, and
he's lucky he didn't bounce that off the face of one of the Buhler cheerleaders down there. That was coming in hot.
It was. Thankfully, it was high.
Matt Eddy, Ethan Stambaugh back on the floor for Buhler. Those two along with Ricker, Hernandez, and Willard Trash. So Jack Voth gets a breather. 17 all, 5:31 to go in the half. Here is Ethan Stambaugh off to Matt Eddy. Far side, Grant Ricker. Ricker now to Stambaugh. Buhler weaving out front to Hernandez. Isaiah, right side circle. He'll drive through traffic to Grant. Left corner, 3 rims long. Big rebound on the baseline by Willard Trash. Out to Hernandez. And Isaiah again drives on McGinnis, pulls up, elbow jumper missed. Another rebound by Willard Trash.
Buhler just killing him on the offensive glass.
This is Stambaugh along the baseline, but nowhere to go, and he threw it away. Picked off by Circle. Got caught on the left baseline and had nowhere to go. T-Birds the other way. Underneath, a wraparound pass to the corner, and a 3 in and out missed by Koenigsman. Rebound Circle. Here's McGinnis. He throws it away. In the backcourt. Out of bounds. It'll be Buhler ball. 5 Circle turnovers now in this half.
Buhler doing a great job just being active on the defensive end, getting hands in their passing lanes, and really making Circle work to move the basketball.
Still 17 all, 4:35 to go in the second. Hernandez will take his time across midcourt. Circle stays in their man-to-man. Here's Ricker, right side circle. Grant feeds it out high to Willard Trash. Diedrich's going to drive. Plays it off to Isaiah. Back to Hernandez. To Willard Trash in the lane to Ricker. Nice find from Diedrich. Layup good by Grant Ricker.
Great assist. Ricker just slashed right in there. Was open for a second and finished at the rim.
4:07 left and now a steal. Ricker with a takeaway. One-on-one the other way. Layup. Yes! And a 4-0 run for the Crusaders. Back-to-back buckets by Ricker. And it's 21-17. And Buhler now is up 4 with 3:51 to go in the half.
Grant with 7 points right now to lead all scorers.
Circle back in their half court. And a three, launched and hit. On the right side, he is a sharp shooter. Luke McGinnis makes it a 1-point game. 21-20.
He's one of those guys, just when he releases the basketball, just lots of confidence.
We're back in their half court to our right. Here's Grant, right side circle. He'll drive, cut off in the lane, kicks to Zay. And Zay whistled for a travel as Jack Foth returns for Buhler. It'll be the Crusaders' 4th turnover. So Eddie out, Voth in. DJ Middleton back on the floor. Konigsman goes out for circle. 3:11 left before halftime. T-Birds down 1 on their half of the floor. And with the left elbow, Ethan Kane. Ball knocked away, he gets it back. Drives on Voth, cut off. Out high to Middleton. Middleton, ball knocked away again. Another save. Great defense by Jack Voth.
Such a hard worker.
Here's McGinnis trying to squirt free. Finds Kalman. Kalman gives up to Kane in the lane. Out of Smith down low underneath. McGinnis with a circus shot. Count the bucket and a foul.
And you described it well. Circus shot. He was facing the baseline, was right up against the baseline, was able to kind of slither his way to the bucket.
But you don't want anything malicious. Again, that's kind of one of those where if I'm going to foul, you are not going to finish.
Yes, yes, yes.
Dedrick Willard-Trask with the foul, his first. Team's 3rd. And McGinnis converts on the three-point play and circle with their largest lead of 2, 23-21.
McGinnis, the first player for either squad to double figures. He's got 11.
2:33 to play before halftime. Buhler's 5-point lead has vanished. Here's Stambaugh, right side circle. They play it on the right block to Jack Voth. Voth against the double team in the lane, fights through it and scores. Great effort by Jack, makes it a 1-point check that. It ties it at 23.
Yeah, great job on the pivot. Jack faked one way and then went the other and finished.
2:05 to play, and there's a blocking foul on Willard-Trask on the baseline against Luke McGinnis. I'm okay with that foul. It's saved an open 3.
Yeah, Willard-Trask a little frustrated as he got knocked to the deck, rolled over.
That'll be the second on Dedrick. McGinnis to play it in. Grant Ricker returns. Stambaugh out for Buhler. Galloway and Chadwell come back for circle.
Team foul situation, both with 4.
McGinnis to play it in. Circle got in foul trouble in the second half at the Fieldhouse back in December. Kalman and Smith both had 4. Boy, near turnover. Middleton, 3. Left wing missed. Jack Voth left alone for the rebound. Isaiah ahead to Ricker. Layup, yes! What a find! The laser vision from Isaiah Hernandez.
Well, you put the ball up high, Ricker's going to go up and get it, and that's exactly what he did and cashed it for the 2.
Grant's got 9, a 2-point Buhler lead, 25-23. Now to 1:27 to go in the half. Here's a floater in the lane, missed by Trevor Kalman, gets his own rebound. And a shot in the lane again missed. Rebound Jack Voth. Buhler with a 2-point lead in the ball. And a 3, Wade Meyer in and out, no good in the left corner. Rebound T-Birds, pulled down by McGinnis. McGinnis ahead to Chadwell for 3, missed. Rebound Grant Ricker.
So a flurry of activity, but no scoring for either squad.
59 seconds to go in the half. Coach Swanson with a finger in the air. Does that mean one shot?
Yes.
49 seconds to play.
Smart move, leading by 1. Oh, rats.
And Wade Meyer thought that's the old zigzag you talk about. He thought Hernandez was going to cut in toward the basket. Hernandez leaked to the corner. There's nobody there for the pass.
Yeah, smart move here by Coach Swanson, getting Dedrick Willard-Trask out with 40 seconds left as he's got 2 fouls.
So a 2-point game, each team with 5 turnovers. 25-23, Buhler by 2. And Middleton out high, guarded by Meyer. Far side circle to Connor Chadwell. Here's McGinnis off a drive, underneath, flips it up in the air. finds Chadwell. Now to Middleton. Middleton, ball knocked away. In the corner, McGinnis rattles in a 3. 15 seconds on the clock. 26-25. Circle by 1. Boy, that last turnover really hurts. Here's a 3 by Ricker. Missed. 3 seconds on the clock. Rebound Circle. McGinnis misses on a half-court 3. And Circle will take a 1-point lead to the locker room at halftime. Quick first half, 26-25. And the T-Birds outscore the Crusaders 12-10 in the second quarter. That's not going to be an easy one tonight. Didn't figure it would be. Luke McGinnis with 3 trays in the first half. The sharpshooter for the T-Birds leads all scorers at halftime with 14. Crusader basketball brought to you by the Buhler Booster Club, by Hutchinson Family Dental, by Jackson Mead, Rise Up Reno Prevention Network, and by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs. Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report starts next on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM. Stay tuned for tonight's
great way to
Bank of
start
Kansas halftime
with a
report.
wing 3 from Jack
Kansas,
Foth.
serving Central Kansas.
Jack did not do a lot of his scoring on
Far side Ricker. Fixed right corner Hernandez.
You'll find us in the heart of the community, helping wherever we're needed. We enjoy working with local schools to help promote activities
with a wing
like
3
sports
from
and
Jack Foth.
extracurricular learning. We hope you support these valuable activities too. We'll be right here with you. Visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson. Or check us out online at prairiebankks.com. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
Much like going to a doctor for physical, you can perform a physical on your vehicle.
Curls into the lane.
This is Steve.
Was 0 for 6 on Tuesday. Knocks down his first shot. Jack curls into the lane. Feeds away. 3 left corner.
To ensure its complete dependability. Whether you're preparing
was 0
for
for
holiday
6 on
travel,
Tuesday.
batteries or brakes, we are your locally owned, family-owned, full-service repair facility. Visit us today in South Hutchinson or go to redrockautocenter.com. Red Rock Auto Center. We're here when you need us.
With Hutch Drug's closure, the Medicine Shop has been busy accommodating many of their customers. Whether you're a former Hutch Drug customer or a customer at another drugstore, the Medicine Shop works hard to provide a smooth transition in transferring your medications.
Made by Trevor Cowman.
Let us know, and we can transfer your entire prescription profile. The Medicine Shop has several knowledgeable
7 left and now a steal. Ricker with a takeaway. 1-on-1 the other way. Layup.
Or come by the Hutchinson Medicine Shop to make the Medicine Shop your pharmacy. The Medicine Shop in Midtown Hutch.
Sports in a Minute. I'm Brendan Dworzinski. Coming up on Saturday at noon, the 8th-ranked Kansas Jayhawks will go for a bounce-back win when they host the Oklahoma Sooners. KU fell to Texas earlier this week, while Oklahoma snapped a 3-game losing streak with a win on Wednesday. C.J. Moore of The Athletic spoke to WIBW Radio in Topeka this week about what Oklahoma would have to do to pull off a win over Kansas this weekend.
They run good stuff. They're a good execution team. I'll be honest, I haven't watched them a ton lately.
Turnover, Middleton, 3, left wing missed. Jack Foth, rebound. Isaiah ahead to Ricker.
The problem is they're just not that athletic, and I think they're not
vision from Isaiah Hernandez.
Well, you put the ball up high, Ricker's
game in and game out to keep scoring at a consistent level in this league, which has just terrific defenses. So I think the talent's not quite there, but they're still good enough to jump up and get some teams on when it's their night. And
Sports in a Minute. I'm Brendan Dworzinski.
Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn. Powered by Next Tech Wireless. You're listening to the Prairie Bank of Kansas Halftime Report.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. At Buhler Dental Care, we have great registered hygienists to help schedule your family for convenience. You will receive high-quality dental care and build a positive relationship with our experienced staff in a pleasant and reassuring atmosphere. We like to have some fun with you and get to know you while you spend time with us. So be sure to give us a call at 620-543-2768 or email us at drdaldds@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care. providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
At Adams Brown, our clients are the center of everything we do. Hi, this is Brett Henry. If you farm or in the agriculture, healthcare, construction, real estate, or own your own business, we'd love to talk to see how we can help your operation. Adams Brown, Strategic Allies and CPAs. Above and beyond.
Erickson Custom Building has a great plan and a budget suited for your needs. Whether it's a new build, a remodel of a kitchen, interior, exterior, or an insurance restoration project, Erickson Custom Building provides quality craftsmanship and superior customer service. We stand behind our work and have lasting relationships with vendors, suppliers, and most importantly, with you, the customer. Erickson Custom Building, proud to support all high school activities. Call 620-585-2816 or visit EricksonCustomBLDG.com.
HKFM.
Well, back here at halftime, Crusader basketball brought to you by Ray & Sons Roofing, by Cargill Salt, the Sheila Mutzker Agency, by the Medicine Shop, and by Midwest Iron and Metal. Buhler led twice in the first quarter by 5. Circle with a couple of different one-point leads. They lead by 1 at halftime. Their largest lead in the second quarter was 2 at 23-21. So very back and forth. Neither team able to get away by more than 2 possessions in the first half. We've got ourselves a game here at halftime with the Circle up 1, 26-25. Let's take a listen to some first half highlights from the game. On the wing to Voth. And Jack will shoot that 3, and it's good. Great way to start with a wing 3 from Jack Voth. Jack curls into the lane, feeds to Wade. 3, left corner, yes! And Wade Meyer, who was 0 for 6 on Tuesday, knocks down his first shot. 4:07 left, and now a steal. Ricker with a takeaway. 1-on-1 the other way, layup, yes! And a 4-0 run for the Crusaders. Isaiah ahead to Ricker, layup, yes! What a find! The laser vision from Isaiah Hernandez.
Well, you put the ball up high, Ricker's going to...
Well, for the most part, in the first half, Peter played pretty solid defense. They do have to find some way to contain Luke McGinnis in the second half. He's a sharpshooter.
Yeah, with him being their guy that's been dropping in the shots from the perimeter and elsewhere, we just got to know whoever's manned up on him, their number one job, it's not going to be at the offensive end. It's going to be just trying to face guard and get somebody to alter Luke McGinnis' shot.
And he's the type of player that after he made that opening three-pointer, he knew that anything he shot had a very good chance at going in. So he's willing to pull up from everywhere. I'm surprised we haven't seen a logo shot from him yet. I'm surprised that half-court heave missed, but he's a guy who once he starts feeling it, he's dangerous. So you hope the second half cools him down. You know, the great halftime adjustments this Crusaders men's team always makes. We talked about spread the wealth earlier. There are multiple guys with a basket or more. And I think Diedrich having 4 is very telling. I'd like to see Isaiah and Wade get a few more shots up, but Jack and Grant have really performed well in this first half.
Yeah, McGinnis with 14. He had just 11 in the Fieldhouse in December to lead the T-Birds. Grant Ricker with 9, Jack Voth with 7 in the first half for the Crusaders. And trying to limit those empty possessions in the second half. I'd like to see him get to the free throw line a little bit more too. That was a good recipe for success for them in the first meeting. Just pounding the ball inside, being physical, getting to the free throw line.
Well, and you talked about it the first time we played these guys, they got into foul trouble, because then the flip side of that too, if somehow you could get Luke McGinnis into that second and third foul territory, maybe he can't play as many minutes, and then he can't hurt you as bad offensively.
Yeah, certainly fouls could change the scenario in the second half, although nobody in foul trouble. Buhler has 2 fouls each on Willard, Trask, and Eddie. Their only fouls in the first half. 4 different T-Birds with just 1 here at halftime. Lady Crusaders fell tonight. 37-24, just a 4-point game at halftime. But Buhler outscored 10-2 in the third quarter. They were led in scoring by Emmy Stallman and Charlie Baxter with 5. Kaya Thornton had 13, all but 2 of that in the second half for the Lady T-Birds. Some extra activity here in the Birdcage tonight. A bunch of littles out on the floor showing off their moves. Guys coming out of the locker room to warm up in the second half. 2 home games next week. It is Pink Night on Tuesday night as McPherson will be in the field house for their second half of the season matchup. The ladies will be wearing the pink unis, and money to raise for the Cancer Council of Reno County. Come out and support that effort. And the Crusaders on Tuesday night, and then Hall of Fame night coming up on Friday night, as we'll induct the 2011 and 2012 Crusader golf teams, state champions, along with the individual champion, one of the greats, Taryn Torgerson, into the Hall of Fame. We'll try and get some words with T on Friday night. So excited for that. She wasn't a half-bad basketball player either, and of course, kind of the pinnacle of her youth career was winning the league title in the AAC at Wichita State. 26-25 here at the half. Live tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Crusader basketball brought to you by Johnson Sheet Metal, by Prairie Bank of Kansas, by Wade Patton Insurance, by Idea Tech, and by Wifco Store Products. Here's how old I am and how many Crusader games I've done. I remember Taryn Torgerson's first start. I remember exactly when and where it was.
That's pretty impressive, Aaron. Because now, I mean, she's a Division II college head coach, so it's been a minute ago since she was a freshman in high school.
Happened boys tournament week at May South. Her freshman year, I think. So
I'm impressed. I'm impressed that you can pull that out of there.
That's all I got. 26-25, circle by one. Second half coming up. We'll talk about some keys and get it started next. Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
This has been the Prairie Bank of Kansas Halftime Report. Find Prairie Bank of Kansas online at prairiebankks.com. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Have an appliance that doesn't work or a yard full of scrap metal and don't know what to do with it? Hi, this is Kathy from Midwest Iron, and you can save the environment and put a little money in your pocket by bringing it to us at 700 South Main. Call us at 620-662-0551. Midwest Iron, recycling for tomorrow's environment.
We are ready for a new and fun event. It's the Shamrocker. Rise Up Reno, Salt City Brewery, and the Soul Preachers are inviting you to join us for a fundraiser, including live and silent auctions, refreshments, and live classic rock band. We can't wait to see you at the Shamrocker, March 12th, 6 to 11 p.m. at Memorial Hall. Tickets are $25 and include awesome door prizes for the first 150 guests. Find more information at riseupreno.org. Rise Up Reno.
HKFM.
And we are a proud sponsor of Rise Up Reno's Shamrocker coming up March 12th. Proceeds to help with the great efforts that Carla Smith and her crew do in Reno County in drug and alcohol prevention, and helping our teens to have their own voice and be able to say no to some of the different things that they're presented with. So be sure to get your tickets for that. Willard, Trask, Ricker, Meyer, Hernandez, and Voth for Buhler. It'll be McGinnis, Kane, Cowman, Smith, and Middleton for Circle when they come out of the huddle. Fellas, just thoughts on a couple of keys to the second half here.
Well, this is going to be one of those games nobody's been really able to get any separation. So if some team could somehow race out and get some separation here in this third quarter, you want to make sure that it's you that's on the better end of that stick.
T-Birds by one. We'll have the ball to start the second half left to right as McGinnis will play it. Off to Kane, now to Middleton, left side circle. Here is McGinnis on a pull-up, and he picks up right where he left off in the first half, and he knocks down a 15-footer. He is unable to miss tonight, 28-25. This is Circle's largest lead at 3. Isaiah Hernandez across the timeline. It's kind of, well, every game from here on out, it's going to kind of feel like a must-win.
Yes.
And here is Voth inside, strong to the bucket for Jack. Great start for him for the second half. He's got 9.
Well, he's our McGinnis. When you need a bucket, he's going to deliver.
28-27. Middleton from the free throw line, off left side circle to Kane. They've got Hernandez on McGinnis. Here's a floater in the lane by Kane, and that is good. 30-27. Circle again by 3. Willard Trask off to Ricker. Far side circle. Grant make that jack now in the lane. Here's Diedrich along the baseline. Gives up to Voth on a spin to the bucket. Shot blocked out of bounds. It goes off Trevor Cowman. And a Buhler be a Buhler ball right of the basket.
Well, Jack is so tough. I mean, he is drawing 3 defenders and a man-to-man from circle every time he gets it inside the lane.
Isaiah Hernandez to play it in.
A lot of players, they get that many defenders on them,
gracious.
they're going to be in trouble. But, yeah, tough break there for Buhler.
Diedrich Willard-Trask was facing away from Hernandez when he passed the ball in. It goes right back out of bounds. It's a lot of standing around there and a lot of guys not engaged.
They weren't quite sure what the inbounds play was. Grant Rickard was shaking his head and causes the confusion.
All right, now Circle nearly gave it back. It's saved, though, with a baseline by Kalman. And he's pushing on Ricker. And a whistle and a foul call, and that's going to be a call on Grant. That'll be his first, team's first of the second half. Circle to play it in front of their own bench. DJ Middleton will feed it in. And off to Ty Smith, back to Middleton. Now to Kane. 6:21 to go in the third. Circle by 3 with the ball on their end of the floor. McGinnis dumps it in the lane. Pump fake Smith, drives, lost the ball, gets it back, high off the window and scored. Circle has not missed to open the second half, and it's 32-27. And the lead is 5. Both pull up at the free throw line. It rattles around and in. And a timeout by Coach Swanson. Got to get his team engaged here in the third quarter. 32-29. Lead back down to 3 and a 30-second timeout. We're back after this. Crusader basketball on HKFM, the Crusaders Sports Network.
If you need a piece of metal or an angle for a small project or a complete fabrication project done, call us at Johnson Sheet Metal or stop by 512 South Main in Hutchinson. We know metal. This is Sarah Johnson, and my family has been in business for 99 years. With a huge stock of different sheets, shapes of steel, stainless, galvanized, and aluminum, Johnson Sheet Metal has what you need. We cut to size, bend, roll, punch, or weld to your specifications and can make your ag replacement panels too. Johnson Sheet Metal.
HKFM.
Halftime score in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard from El Dorado. The Wildcats lead McPherson at the half, 39-35. Right corner 3. And that is good by Trevor Kalman. Circle has not missed a shot they have taken here in the second half so far. 35-29. Lead is 6. Here is Voth to Meyer. Back to Jack. Circle opens up 4 of 4. Both inside, missed the shot, but a foul. He'll have 2 at the line. Well, surely they can't stay that hot, can they?
No doubt. And I like what Buhler's trying to do here in this third quarter offensively. If you're struggling to score it, get it to Jack and let him dribble penetrate, get fouls, and get to the free throw line.
That foul on Ethan Kane. He'll be the first T-Bird to pick up his second. Jack at the line the first time of the game. 77% on the year. This is his 110th free throw try in 16 games. And he knocks down the first. Ethan standby in for Buhler. Wade Meyer out. Jack will have one more. Circle led by 1 at halftime. Up 5 now. Both trying to get it to 4 and does. 2 free throws good. 35-31, T-Birds by 4, 5:20 to go here in the third. Circle has opened up the second half, 4 of 4 from the field. Here's the 3, there's their first miss. Kalman, a 3 from the left wing.
We'll take it.
Backside rebound for Isaiah Hernandez. Off to Jack Voth, Voth inside again, and they're going to call an offensive foul.
And Voth frustrated on that one. I feel his pain, because it was right in front of us here on the near baseline.
An offensive foul. That'll be Voth's first. Second in the second half on the Crusaders. T-Birds the other way. McGinnis on a crossover in the lane. Middleton far side circle. Guarded by Stambaugh. Near side Kalman. Run off the three-point line. Drives inside. Off to McGinnis. McGinnis will drive. Photo baseline. In and out. No good. Rebound Kalman underneath to Kane. Out of Middleton. Middleton to Kane. A right wing 3. Missed. Rebound popped up in the air. Taken by Jack Voth. Good job inside Denies Circle the rebound by Willard Trask. Now both put up at the foul line, missed. Tried to get his own rebound, couldn't corral it. Circle's got 5 on 4s. Both fell down, trailing the play. Here comes McGinnis out of the wing to Middleton for 3, and it's good.
Well, Circle is having themselves a quarter, and when you're dealing with a team that's playing that hot, you just got to try to keep up as best you can and hope they'll cool off.
7-point game. Circle 5 of 7 from the field in the third. Here's Stambaugh for 3. That rattles in a huge bucket for Ethan. And that's just his 4th 3 of the season. 38-34, back to a 4-point game. 3:46 left. Here's Circle. Right wing Trevor Kalman for 3. Missed back iron. Rebound tapped and saving to Middleton for 3. And a timeout. 41-34. And it's a 7-point game again. 6 of 9 now from the field. Circle in the third quarter. Timeout. We're back in 60 seconds. Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Do you need custom shirts, hoodies, polos, or other apparel printed? Whether it's for your sports team, business, or church, 37 Print Co. in Hutch has you covered. Hi, I'm Amanda. Check out our work on Facebook, 37 Print Co. We print shirts.
Hutch Rec is your community recreation provider. We're passionate in bringing healthy living opportunities through our youth and adult sports, wellness and fitness classes, and several of our community events and races. We're also your community spirit provider, offering endless recreational opportunities at Dillon Nature Center, Senior Center at Elmdale Park, the Sports Arena, plus Hutch Rec downtown. See all of the community spirit and healthy living opportunities Hutch Rec provides your community at hutchrec.com and on our Hutch Rec Facebook page.
HKFM.
Circle with a 7-point lead after their third 3 in the third quarter. 2 by Middleton, 1 by Kalman. And it's 41-34. And Buhler, Coach Swanson calling the timeout, trying to get his guys juiced up here.
Got to manufacture some energy. Thankfully, Stambaugh hit that tray, or we'd be in a world of hurt right now.
Here's Jack Voth with the ball with his back to the bucket. Out to Ricker, left wing 3, and that is good. So a huge shot there for Grant. Makes it 41-37.
Fighting some fire with fire there.
Back down to a 4-point lead. Here's a drive by Kane, trying to fight through a double team. Out to Middleton. Oh my gosh. And Middleton baits the referee into blowing his whistle. That'll be on Hernandez, his first, team's third.
Well, Hernandez is one of those guys, he always has to man up against their best player, but such a smart and crafty player. He doesn't get a lot of fouls.
Diedrich Willard-Trask will return. Both is going to go out for the Crusaders. Connor Chadwell back in here for Circle. T-Birds inbound the ball. Middleton up high. Chadwell for 3, short. Rebound, Matt Eddy. A big miss there. And here comes Eddy in the lane the other way. Strong, can't finish. Gets his own rebound. What an effort by Matt. Back up. And a shot good. And a foul.
What an effort by Matthew Eddy. Misses the shot with contact, jumps over 2 defenders, tips it back to himself, takes one hard dribble off, goes back up, and gets the foul.
The bucket good to make it 41-39. It's a 2-point game. And a chance for a 3-point play by Matt Eddy. And he converts. Matt perfect at the line, 3 of 3. Then fouled the first on Trevor Kalman. And so just like that, it's a 1-point game.
He is so strong, Matthew Eddy.
41-40. 2:36 to play on the and one here in the third. McGinnis pull up the other way. Missed. Rebound. Galloway along the baseline. And Circle will reset in their half-court 3. Middleton, that's in and out, no good. Rebound right through the legs of Willard Trask. It goes out of bounds. Galloway was out of bounds. Circle's going to keep it. Boy, their inability to rebound the ball.
Yeah, Circle's getting a lot of multiple look possessions.
McGinnis knocks down a 3 to make it a 4-point game. Buhler the other way. 1:58 to go in the third.
We cut it to 1. Let's see if the Crusaders can answer here.
Here's Matt Eddy out to Hernandez out high. Circle it led by 7. Buhler went on that 6-0 run before that. McGinnis 3. Ricker wants a 3. That's short. Rebound, McGinnis saves it to Galloway. 1:32 to play in the third. This is Luke McGinnis, this is his game right now. He is the difference. Here's Galloway for 3. No, that is Middleton missed. Rebound, Willard Trash. I don't know that I'd let anybody but McGinnis shoot if I'm Coach Hornia right now. Buhler down 3. Ethan Stambaugh will drive out to the wing. Zay for 3, in and out, no good. Matt Eddy almost had the rebound, but Chadwell comes up with it for Circle. Chadwell dumps it to Galloway inside. Now turns it over. Pass stolen by Grant Ricker. 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Grant inside, in and out, no good. Rebound, McGinnis.
Tough break for Buhler. Ricker got the steal, got all the way to the rim at the other end, but just couldn't get the lay-in to fall.
Luke McGinnis will play it off to DJ Middleton. Buhler's got to play tough defense in this final 34 seconds. Jack Voth at the scores table waiting to come back in. Here's Trevor Kalman out high, guarded by Grant Ricker. Far side, Middleton. Down to 21 to shoot on the clock. Circle up by 4 on their home floor. Up as many as 7 in the third quarter. At one point, they were 4 of 4 to open the first half. They couldn't miss. McGinnis wasting time, down to 6, and a step back 3 is way long. Rebound Stambaugh, and that'll get us to the fourth quarter in a 4-point game. Well, Circle led by 1 at halftime, and they extend that advantage to 4 at the end of the third, 44-40. An offensive explosion in the third quarter, and got a tight one with 8 minutes to go. We'll take a timeout here, back in 1 minute on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
It's Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company, and today I brought our 4-year-old grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 80 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way, the right way.
What do you look for in an insurance company? Hello, this is Brad Patton from Wade Patton Insurance. If you're looking for sound advice, dependable service, and the careful evaluation of your family's insurance needs, you should give us a call. At Wade Patton Insurance, we specialize in personal service. Your agent that evaluates and sells you your policy is the same agent that will be there answering questions and providing sage advice when you need it. So if you're looking for personal service from an accessible agent, check us out online or give us a call at 620-662-5469.
HKFM.
Crusader basketball brought to you by Midway Motors, by Fee Insurance, Apex Shears, by H&R Block, and by Hutch Rack. Jack Voth back in to start the fourth. Buhler down 4, 44-40. Starters out there, minus Willard Trask for Coach Swanson, and Jack Voth inside makes it a 2-point game.
Jack just powering his way up here from the near side block, cuts it to a one-shot game.
44-42 the other way. Galloway strong missed. Rebound, Matt Eddy.
Great defense by Eddy.
Here comes Grant Ricker flying up the floor. Inside, curls it. Right wing, Voth for 3. No! Rebound, Circle. Pulled down by Chadwell.
Buhler bench was ready to come out of their shoes there if he would have dropped that.
Off to McGinnis. He'll drive and kick in the corner. Now Kalman feeds it left side, Circle. And a 3 missed by Chadwell. Rebound, Matt Eddy. How many big boards has Matt had here in the second half?
He has played some big, important minutes for Buhler at both ends.
He just got body checked by Galloway.
That wouldn't make Matt Eddy angry. Here's Ricker for 3. Yes, Grant! Buhler retakes the lead. 45-44 with 6:47 to play.
Ricker has brought it tonight.
After being down 7. And there's a streak to the bucket, missed by McGinnis. Rebound loose on the deck. Matt Eddy, Ethan Stambaugh on top of a couple of T-Birds. Wade Meyer got rolled over on top of.
He popped his head on the floor, but good to see Wade up.
Isaiah Hernandez is going to return for Buhler. Stambaugh will go out. It is going to be circle ball, down one. Well, Circle was up 38-31 in this game. And then up 41-34. Twice by 7 in the third quarter. Down one now. Ty Smith on a crossover in the lane. And there's another three. This one pumped up, missed by Kalman. They just keep launching them. Now rebound stolen away by Galloway. Galloway in the lane, layup good, but you just can't turn the ball over.
That turnover led to direct points there for Circle as they retake the lead.
46-45.
Wow.
Now what do we got? Both tied up down low with a whistle.
Yeah, Trevor Kalman got his hand tangled up in there, and so Voth tried to spin away from him, and sometimes you get the reach foul, but that time they give the tie up to Circle.
An 11-3 run that Buhler was on before that to layup by Smith to retake the lead. Here is Ricker with a floater off the window, missed. Rebound tapped out to Jack Voth. Jack will drive through traffic, yes, and one.
What a finish for the junior. Jack Voth puts Buhler back on top. And with the and one try, can make it a 2-point game.
That'll be on Brendan Galloway, his first, team's third. Jack Voth, his second trip to the line in the game. Here's Jeff Neal, Diedrich Willard-Trassen, Ricker, and Eddy. Boy, Matt Eddy gave some great minutes. Will go out.
You talked about it earlier in the game, how Buhler was needing to find some length to that bench, and Eddy's been one of those guys this evening.
And Jack knocks down the free throw to make it 48-46. 2-point Buhler lead. 5:42 to go. McGinnis up the far side of the floor. Pushes his way through Hernandez, and they're going to call an offensive foul.
Great job by Isaiah. He stayed straight up and down, able to easily see from our vantage point that offensive foul. Creates a turnover and some momentum back to the Crusaders side.
And that was just an effort play there by Hernandez because, I mean, McGinnis is a quick guy with the ball in his hands. He did, like you said, did a great job of just staying square and staying in front of him and drawing the foul.
And now we get some confusion on officials. They do put the foul on McGinnis. And now we just need to drop a 5-minute, 35-second play.
Yes. Well, here's the thing. Buhler has had to fight so hard to get back to the lead. Hopefully this is one of those scenarios where we've exerted so much energy to get the lead that we don't have much to try to build on it.
Hernandez, Voth, Meyer, Willard-Trass, and Neal in the game. Here's Jack through traffic again. In and out, no good. Well, he got right where he wanted. It just wouldn't stick.
And unfortunately, we weren't able to get the offensive board.
Rebound, T-Birds down to Galloway along the baseline to the far side. Dribbling with the basketball, pushes through Wade Meyer. He goes out of bounds off Wade.
Well, I tell you what, Brendan Galloway just put the shoulder down and started driving right at Meyer.
Trevor Kalman, DJ Middleton return for Circle. Koenigsman and Galloway go out. Circle to play it in. Is now Ricker in and Neal out for Buhler. So the five starters back on the floor together for the Crusaders with 5:07 to play. McGinnis to play it in. Down low far side, Smith. Ty Smith dribbling out of the wing off a screen. Inside, ball knocked loose and saved by the T-Birds' Trevor Kalman. Out high, Drew Middleton. That's a long two, missed. Right side iron. Rebound, Jack Voth.
And it was away from the basketball there, but great effort by Wade Meyer fighting through those screens.
Well, they like that screen and roll and then the kick out to the open shooter, don't they?
Yes.
Here's Hernandez trying to pass into Voth. I think the ball kicked. It's going to stay with the Crusaders. And Zay will play it in. On Buhler's baseline with 4:34 to go, the Crusaders up to 48-46. Hernandez, Ricker, catch, shoot, missed. Rebound pulled down by Kalman in the lane for Circle. T-Birds the other way, Middleton drives. He floats to the right baseline. Now McGinnis, three blocked by Wade Meyer.
Great athletic play made by the junior.
McGinnis gets it back in the lane. Kicks to Kane. Kane runs in. To Willard Trask. They don't call anything. Kane knocks down an open jumper. And a timeout as we're tied at 48. Willard Trask took another charge and they didn't call it.
And Kane, after he dipped into Trask, Willard Trask, kind of paused for a second because I think both players were shocked that the play didn't stop.
All right, timeout on the floor. Crusader basketball brought to you by Sunflower Electric Supply, by Red Rock Auto Center, Ediger Family Dental, by Phoenix Restoration, and by Schmidt Electric. Again, El Dorado, we were told, leading McPherson at halftime 39-35. And McPherson still without their best player. Might be back on Tuesday.
It wouldn't surprise me if he was back on Tuesday.
Pups have 7 losses. Tonight could be an 8th. 48-48. 4:07 left here. And Buhler will inbound the ball length of the floor. Isaiah Hernandez will bring it across the timeline where it will be picked up by Luke McGinnis. Zay to the left side circle off a screen by Voth. Plays it to Meyer in the lane. Floater for Wade, missed. Rebound Ethan Kane for Circle. Kane across the timeline. Here's a three, Middleton. It's good.
4th tray tonight for Middleton. He did most of his damage here in the second half.
And Circle up by 3. Jack inside, missed again. Circle up with the ball, 3:25 to go. Long pass up the floor and a near travel by Ty Smith. Out front, Ethan Kane. Kane drives, cut off in the high post. Out of McGinnis. McGinnis, far side Smith, long 2, missed. Rebound Jack Voth. And a 3-point game, 51-48 Circle. T-Birds led twice by 7 in the third quarter. Buhler led twice by 5 in the first quarter. Largest leads tonight. Ricker right side, out high to Voth. 2:50 to play. 51-48. Hernandez to Meyer for a 3. Yes! The game is tied again. Wade Meyer for 3.
Hallelujah. In a 3-point game, Meyer has his first bucket of the second half, and it's a tray.
Now Circle trying to answer back. Middleton out high, guarded by Meyer. Off that screen and roll. Kalman. He'll kick to Kane. Kane will drive, gets tangled up. And a charge taken by Jack Voth.
Buhler is so good at drawing those charges. Voth on most teams would be just a charge-taking machine, but he's got some teammates that are pretty good at it too. But big swing.
His 10th.
Big swing for the Crusaders here. Golden opportunity.
Tied at 51. A Circle turns it over for an 8th time. Buhler gets it back. 2:12 to play. Hernandez across the timeline. Voth with his back to the bucket. Drives, kicks to Meyer. Near side Hernandez. Circle and a man. Voth spins off the far side circle. Hard to the bucket. And a whistle and a foul.
Well, with how hard Jack Voth has worked to get to the rim tonight, this is just his 3rd trip to the line this evening.
That'll be the 4th on Ethan Kane. Jack Voth to the line for the 3rd time in a tie game, 51-51. Both teams have left it all out there tonight, haven't they? Free throw, yes. Good.
It definitely looks like a battle of 2 ranked teams here this evening. And Voth remains perfect from the stripe.
Well, that broke our 5th tie in the game. Second free throw good, and a timeout. So Buhler wrestles the lead back, 53-51. They lead by 2 on a 5-0 run, 1:55 to play. We're back in 1 minute. Crusader basketball on HKFM of the Crusaders Sports Network.
Check out the all-new 2022 Jeep Wagoneer at Allen Samuels in Hutch. Built for comfort and style with third-row seating, adaptive cruise control, passenger touch LED display, hands-free liftgate, keyless entry, and more. Take a test drive today. Need something smaller? We have inventory arriving daily. Check us out at allensamuelshutch.com or stop by at the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine. We always have a warm cup of coffee waiting, and that's why Mr. Samuels always says,
"Come by, let's be friends."
Mid-Kansas Credit Union, serving Central Kansas from their locations in Moundridge and Buhler. Take control of your accounts and sign up for online banking at mkcu.com. with features like remote capture deposit and online bill pay. Member owned and proudly supporting Crusader arts, athletics, and academics. Mid-Kansas Credit Union at 200 West 2nd in Buhler and in Moundridge. Member NCUA.
HKFM.
Well, we talked about Buhler's strength in this game. The free throw line where they've outscored El Dorado now 9-2. But Circle so far tonight has outscored Buhler from the three-point line, 27-18. Circle on a drive. Kalman in the lane, missed. Rebound, Ricker. Huge board by Grant. 1:40 to play, and Buhler by 2, 53-51. Boy, this is a huge possession right here.
When you get the ball back with under 2 to go in a one-shot game, time could really be on Buhler's side.
Wade Meyer to Hernandez, back to Wade. What a good shot here. Meyer up near the timeline.
And this is where Buhler having such good guard play can be a huge asset.
There's a floater in the lane by Wade, missed. Ball goes through the hands of a T-Bird though, Smith, and picked up by Willard Trask. And Buhler will reset with 1:11 left. Boy, they're fortunate there. That went right through Ty Smith. And now Jack Voth will be fouled out high. Not a smart play by Ty Smith.
And that's foul number 7 on Circle. So the Crusaders now in the bonus to close this thing out. And there's nobody I feel better about at the line than Jack Voth tonight.
Well, we told you the game Buhler wins is because they win the battle at the free throw line as Jack knocks down the first. The Circle has certainly done their part, knocking down trays tonight, 9 of them. Matt Eddy returns. Diedrich Willard Trask goes out for Buhler. First for Jack makes it a 3-point game. Second makes it 4, so 2 possessions. Still lots of time, 1:04 left. 55-51. Buhler by 4. Boy, T-Birds can really shoot it from the outside, though. Here's McGinnis. He has been fantastic tonight. There's a leak to the bucket, layup good by Kalman, and a timeout and a 2-point game with 47.9 left. Are you okay? I mean, you don't want them to score there, but are you okay giving up the 2 as opposed to the 3?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that's at this point in the game, you just got to, okay, they got the bucket. Now we need to take our time, take care of the basketball, get a good look at the other end.
And with the crowd here and how ready to explode they are, a 3 would have changed the game. And you still call that timeout, then the momentum just flips completely. Now you still have the lead, 2 points. You give up a 3, you're down by 1. That's an easy shot.
Well, you know, if I'm Buhler, I know who the ball's going, you know, who the offense is going through. Obviously, I want Jack to touch it inside at some point on this possession. On the other end, if you're Coach Hornia, how long do you wait before you foul?
It'll be interesting. Now, I would imagine that Circle's going to come out in full court press, and in some years you might be a little bit nervous, but to me, with Buhler's guard play, you know, the press really hasn't been much of a bugaboo for us, so hopefully we can just get it a clean inbound, take care of the basketball, and when they foul us, knock them down.
If you're the Circle head coach, I say if Dietrich touches the ball, I say you foul him. That's just me if I was over there. But you never know how long they're going to wait, if they're going to try to get a steal and create a turnover. It's all kind of matter of opinion here.
Crusader basketball tonight brought to you by Apple Lane Animal Hospital, by Erickson Custom Building, Yoder Meats by McKenzie Paint and Body and by the Photo Cowboy. 47-point line left in a 2-point game, 55-53.
Here we go.
Jack Voth will be the inbounder against the T-Birds' full court pressure. Into Hernandez, now back to Voth. Voth lost it, gets it back, he's got to hurry now, and he gets tangled up. And they're going to call an offensive foul? Are you kidding me?
It's about as tough of a break as you can get for the Crusaders to not only do you turn it over, but both gets a second foul, and Circle will have an inbound at their end of the floor.
Second on Jack. T-Birds have it back. And I tell you what, well, you just can't give up the three right here. 42 seconds left. Here's Ethan Kane with it out high. His team down 2. It's been big shot after big shot for both teams in this second half. Ethan Kane, the sophomore, lost the ball loose on the dunk, picked up by Grant Ricker. 24 seconds to go. Grant fouled. He'll have 2 at the line with 22.5 on the clock.
I tell you what.
That was Wade Meyer who forced that turnover on the sophomore Kane at the top of the circle.
Great defensive play made by Meyer, and a lot of times in that situation you wouldn't want a guy to go all the way to the other end, but Ricker's so fast he got the shot off before he got fouled.
That was the fifth on Kane. He'll foul out of the game with 4 points. Brendan Galloway returns. Grant Ricker, 59, making 60% foul shooter. 1 of 2 tonight. He hasn't shot one since the first quarter. This one rattles in. That one huge because now a 3 can only tie the game. The second one makes it a 2-possession game.
And it puts a ton of pressure on Circle if he can cash this.
This is exhausting.
This is too much. I have the ACT tomorrow. This is too much brain power right now.
Oh, my goodness. Peter trying to stay undefeated in the league and bounce back to win after a loss for the 3rd time this year. And boy, you know, you're looking at the schedule and you're going, when does it get easier? And it doesn't.
Nope.
Oh, man.
Because I don't care how much McPherson has struggled, they are still McPherson. And so, yeah, no, and then Augusta, I mean, El Dorado's got all those guards. I mean, at least the one saving grace, at least next week we get to be in the comfy confines on the parquet for both those tough matchups next week.
And El Dorado, they're not a good defensive team, but they could score 90.
Yes. And last we knew they were beating Mac.
56-53 here live tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Allen Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Hutch. Come by, let's be friends. Grant Ricker knocked out his first and then a timeout called. It's the old ice the kicker play. Coach Horn, you really, I'm sure, want to set up his offense after this attempt here. And Grant got it. Huge free throw. 57-53. Crusaders by 4 and a foul.
They're going to get Ricker
smart
with the reach.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
And you still have one to give.
Yeah.
Well, and bottom line, you just need to frustrate Luke McGinnis every opportunity you can get.
Yeah, McGinnis gets the ball, just fouling. Make him inbound again. 17.8 to play. You got one more to give. Here's Trevor Kalman. Off to McGinnis. I'd foul him right here. Shoots over Ricker. 3 missed. Rebound, Jack Voth. And a foul with 7.7 left. They're going to call a tie-up. Well, they're going to call the jump ball. And it's going to be circle ball. Boy, tough now for the T-Birds, though, being down 4 with 7.7 left. Coach Swanson is almost a half court trying to get a timeout.
He had both hands on his face looking all the way up to the sky. He couldn't believe that was a jump ball. Now they're going to have to plan out if they're going to foul or if they're going to continue to play tough defense here with 7.7 left to play.
You're still in control of the situation because Grant made both those free throws.
Yeah, I mean, if Grant hadn't hit both those free throws, Well, think about how scary it would be right now if he'd missed both those. And Circle could win this with a walk-off tray. You would not want to be in that scenario. Now, I mean, Circle not only has to inbound it cleanly, but they've got to get a shot off quickly. Now, the one thing about it, they do not have to shoot a tray here. They can just try to get something inside, try to get some contact, but they have got to shoot quickly.
And I guarantee you there's going to be at least 2 screens set on this inbound play.
Be ready for the Great Wall of China or Tawanda to get built somewhere for some shooter, probably McGinnis.
Circle's going to play it in left to their own basket. As we look at it with 7.7 left. We're perched up in the corner of the bird cage.
Let's see how they got the wall set at the elbow.
And the McGinnis to play it in. Ball gets away from Middleton. He overran. He overran the pass to the wing and out of bounds. And did Meyer get a hand on it?
No, it'll be Buhler's basketball.
It's going to be Buhler ball.
Yep, at down below because nobody touched it.
And you got to figure Circle's going to foul right away here. It's Jack Vogtful inbound. 7.7 left. No time went off the clock. Jack to inbound to Isaiah. He will be fouled by Connor Chadwell, his second. Zay has not scored tonight. I don't know that he's taken a shot tonight. And this will be his first trip to the free throw line. Zay on the year, 59%.
So Hernandez with a chance to salt this thing away. If he makes them both, it's game, set, match.
And now a whistle. What's the officials talking about? Something. Well, whether it was 2 or a 1-and-1, it will be a 1-and-1, just 19 foul. Zay, who has quite the shoe collection.
Yes.
And I'm hoping that the ones he wore on Tuesday at Great Bend we never see again.
Well, he hits the first free throw. I visited with his parents last night and got confirmation he has 18 shoes. But that's not counting the ones in the mail because I guess there's more on the route.
Let's get that down to 17. Those Tuesday shoes. We don't want those again.
There's probably a good chance you won't see those again.
2 free throws from Hernandez. Makes it 59-53. 6-point game. Galloway for 3. Missed. Ball game. What a win.
A gutsy win on the road over a ranked opponent. Great bounce back. This is a way to put Great Bend in the dust heap of history right here.
And you know what I like? They survived punch after punch after punch. How many? I mean, it seemed like Circle hit 1 million threes there in that one stretch.
And we talked before the game about spread the wealth. You look at your score sheet, you got a ton of Crusaders making an impact. Isaiah Hernandez late, and Grant Ricker with those free throws. Free throws tonight. You mentioned when they hit those free throws, they win the game. That happened.
Make your free throws. What a game. 59-53 is the final. Crusaders win it. And our postgame begins next here on HKFM of the Crusaders Sports Network.
Stay tuned for the Shirt Shack postgame show. Shirt Shack, where the shirt hits the fans. Coming up, the Whifco Steel Products Player of the Game.
All 4:35 to go in the second. Hernandez will take his time across midcourt.
HKFM.
Are you tired
Here
of your
for
dusty or muddy
Circle.
driveway? Apex Kansas Shoes Division is here to help. This is Derek Fees.
Eddie in the lane the other way. Strong, can't finish. Gets his own rebound.
Pickup or delivery at your convenience. Call Apex today at 620.
Can't finish. Gets his own rebound.
This is
On an
Chick
effort
Ray
by
with
Matt.
Ransom's Roofing Company.
Up.
Today I brought our Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ransom's Roofing is 80 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way, the right way.
What if there were a
Buhler retakes the lead.
vehicle? If you could not only look at cars online or on your phone, but negotiate a price.
Yes! Buhler retakes the lead. 45-44 with 6:47 to play.
Ricker has brought it.
Value your trade-in, schedule your test drive, and then come in to sign the paperwork, and the vehicle is yours. Learn more at MidwayMotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Winter has arrived and getting out of a warm bed can be tough on cold mornings. Make it easier with the new tone heat.
Straight to the bucket, top of a couple of T-birds. Wade Meyer got Ed Hernandez to Meyer for a three. Yes!
Bathroom without adjusting the thermostat. They're easy to install and prices start at $50. Plus, add a 15, 30, or 60-minute timer.
Hallelujah. I mean,
Wade Meyer for three.
By Sunflower Electric at 100 West 2nd in Hutchinson.
HKFM.
All right, welcome back on our post-game. Crusader basketball here tonight. From Towanda, the guys won at 59-53. They won it by 6. Of course, it was a 1-point game at halftime. Circle led 26-25. There were 5 lead changes, or 5 ties in the game tonight. The last came at 51, all with 2:39 left. Circle led twice by 7 in the third quarter. It was a 4-point game at the end of the third. Buhler whittled away, retook the lead with about 6 minutes to play in the game, 46-45. Then Circle would go back in front by 3. Wade Meyer 3 tied the game at 51. And then down the stretch, Buhler outscores Circle 8-2 to win the game by 6. And well, you talked about the free throws, guys, being important. Look at this. Jack Voth in the game goes 7 of 7. Matt Eddy goes 3 of 3. Isaiah 2 of 2. And Grant Ricker goes 3 of 4. So every shot they took at the line tonight but one they made, and every one of them was big.
Yeah, on a night like tonight, you have a 6-point win. You go nearly perfect from the free throw stripe. That's going to be a recipe for success.
And when Buhler wins the battle at the free throw line, they win the game. That is how it has gone this year. They score 59. They're now 13-1 when scoring 50 or more points. There's so many different things that happened in that game. A lot of guys hit big shots down the stretch. Meyer and Ricker both had huge threes. And then I thought there was a period in the game when both Meyer and Matt Eddy played some fantastic defense.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking all year about Matthew Eddy's defense, but tonight, Wade Meyer, especially with that steal there at the end, creating Grant Ricker's layup to eventually hit the game-winning free throws was so big. You see guys, especially on the Crusaders, diving on the floor after loose balls, after anything. You saw Diedrich keep a ball in down here where he completely full extension laid out and tapped it to Isaiah. So it's all about the hustle for these guys, and they know how big of a game this was, and they really wanted to put Tuesday night past them. You know where you sit, you know what's going to happen, you know who you're going to play, and you've played them all. So they know what they have to do, and tonight they started that road to being on top for the postseason play.
Well, you never want to stumble into the postseason. You always want to have some momentum, and tonight the Crusaders definitely put that loss on Tuesday in the rearview mirror. The thing about it, too, the beautiful thing about tonight's game, every single guy that stepped foot on the floor tonight played a role in tonight's victory. This was a good team win in the fact that at key moments, different guys did different things. I mean, I think about Wade Meyer tonight, only had 6 points, but one of those trays was a huge tray when we really needed a bucket. You think about some of those defensive plays that individuals made tonight, and I tell you, I mean, I love the style of basketball, getting to the free throw line and then capitalizing on it, and it is tough to beat a team that is so good at getting to the free throw line and then so good at knocking those free throws down like Buhler is.
Well, and the tough thing for Circle, they did win the battle of the three-point line. We told you they'd chuck a ton of threes, and they did. They made 9 of them in the game for 27 points. Buhler 6. But that 15 of 16 at the free throw line, Buhler just giving up 2 free throw attempts from Circle tonight. What a huge disparity there. And, man, when the game is physical and they call it tight, it just benefits the Crusaders.
Yeah, and it's not that Buhler, sometimes there's a team that needs it called tight because they're not tough and they're not, but the fact that Buhler's so good at drawing those charges shows their toughness. You talked about it, Carson, our ability to hit the deck is something. And it's not just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, pretty much every guy on the floor is not afraid or above, trying to battle to get those loose basketballs. And, I've been thinking about it all game long. make an old K-State reference. Former head coach Jim Woldridge always used to call three-pointers fool's gold, because it's one of those things, if you get too enamored with it, they're not always going to deliver. And I mean, really, Circle, that's what kept them in the game tonight, was just their unbelievable stretch of knocking down threes. So, Buhler getting it done defensively, getting it done on the glass, and just getting it done as a team, it was fun to watch.
And it's an atmosphere. When guys take charges, you look at the bench, every single person is standing up and cheering, and it's a very good atmosphere for these kids, and it creates fight for them.
All right, let's take a look at our final numbers. Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years. Online at AdamsBrownCPA.com. Luke McGinnis with a team-high 19. He was fantastic tonight. DJ Middleton also in double figures with 15. Ethan Kane with 4. He fouled out of the game late. 7 from Kalman, 6 for Ty Smith. And Brendan Galloway with 2. Buhler got 22 from Jack Voth, who had a monster second-half effort, all but 7 of those in the second half, so 15 second-half points for Jack. Matt Eddy with 5. He was huge tonight. Isaiah Hernandez with 2. Wade Meyer with 6. Grant Ricker with 17. Ethan Stambaugh with 3. And Diedrich Willard-Trask with 4. The final totals in the game for the Crusaders. We talked about distributing the wealth. I can't think of one guy that at some point in this game didn't have an important play or an important sequence that they were part of.
No, and especially Isaiah Hernandez. You hit those 2 extra time free throws, but the passes that he made to distribute and set other guys up for success is really something amazing. Everybody wants to play with a pass-first point guard who is going to better you, and he does. And you mentioned, it comes to mind instantly the no-look pass he had down to Matthew Eddy that scored Matthew an easy layup and got the Crusaders rolling back after a little slow spurt. So I think that everybody, even Jeffrey Neal, who came in, gave rest to guys, was able to help move the ball around, get open looks for other guys. This is a team that no matter what is going to do what's best for the team and help put other people and elevate them as well.
Well, Matt Eddy did tie his career high tonight with 5. Grant Ricker is 17. That gives him 5 straight games in a row with double figures. I think it's safe to say he's out of his slump now. Jack Voth just continues to do what Jack Voth does, and then the other guys contributing in all kinds of ways. It's a good Circle team. This, tell you what, I don't want to see them in my bracket in the postseason.
Absolutely not, here or there. We talked about what Circle team are we going to see? Are we going to see the team that hits threes, or are we going to see the team that takes a lot of them? And tonight they hit them. And Luke McGinnis, from the moment he stepped on the court, knew that he was on tonight. And man, could he shoot! And kudos to him. His senior year, he's not afraid to shoot the basketball, and he shot well tonight.
Yeah, he was fantastic. We'll get to our play and player of the game coming up. Final thoughts from Coach. First of all, Coach, what a win! What a win! What a team win tonight for the guys.
That's exactly what we said in the locker room. Everybody who played contributed. I'm looking at the scoring, and Isaiah only had 2 points, but has anyone ever contributed more that only scored 2 points? I don't think so. They all can shoot it real well, but he plays so hard. He gives us, he finds the right guy. He just calms us. Gives a bunch of juniors who haven't, except for Jack, haven't been in this kind of environment, but who are really good. Isaiah is just that calming force for us. And but yeah, that's exactly what I said. Just a team win all the way around. Defensively, we helped off too much off some of those guys, but man, you don't find a team with that many guys that can shoot it that well. So they're tough, man. I hope we don't see them again.
Yeah, we were talking about that. It's unless it's in the state tournament,
Yeah,
it's not have to play them again.
Yeah, there's Bo, their coach, who I like a lot, and I think he does a great job with these guys. And they've had some good teams, pesky teams. They always seem to have the 1 or 2 guys that just are amazing bad shot makers. But I told him before, I said, "Is this your best team?" And he said, "Yeah, I think so, at least in my 7 years." and I told him that's what I thought. So because they're playing, they're not just a 1 or 2 man show anymore. They're even like they were, I think, the first time we played them. They share the ball. They run. They got a bunch of guys that just know how to play, and which we do too. So
yeah,
a huge win for us.
Love the way your guys responded. Came out and they were hot to start the second half. I think at one point they hit 5 of 6 shots.
Yeah.
And you get down 7. And I thought that point on the guys responded really well.
Yeah, and again, I mean, that's Jack and Zay and the confidence they give us. But you got guys like Diedrich and Grant and Wade and Stanbaugh is just tough. And you just got guys that believe in themselves and believe in each other. So I think we got down 7, went on a 6-0 run, and we were right back where we needed to be. And we were down late. They hit a 3 with 2 minutes? Were we down 3?
Yeah, it was 51-48 with about 2:45 or so.
Okay, so almost 3. So I think it was off an offensive rebound.
And Wade came back and hit that 3, tied
yes,
it.
huge shot for him and for all of us. And defensively, we, at the end, we got after it and huge win. I mean, it's and not only the thing we haven't talked about, you probably have, but the first time through the second half of conference, and that's one of our goals is to win conference, and by beating Circle at Circle, that's a win that not very many people are going to get. So that's great. Gives us a 6-0 mark, and with McPherson coming in Tuesday, that's going to need a great crowd, and be good to get back home. And McPherson's struggling for 2 reasons. One is because they have one of the best players in the state, and probably the best athlete in Seth Mandrin, and he's been out.
Not playing again tonight.
Right. He sprained his ankle, but I would assume he'll be back against us, and he's the one that makes him go. I mean, they've got a bunch of really good young sophomores, but Seth you can't just take him out of your lineup and on the fly late in the season against the quality of competition that they're playing. So we're not going to look anything into what they've done the last few games without him. We're going to be preparing for him, and because it's hard, if not impossible, to guard him one-on-one. And when you do help on him, they got great. Those guys can really shoot it, but they just need Seth to get him shots sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's what he does. And he's obviously gets to the rim. He gets downhill, gets to the rim, probably quicker than any kid I've seen at the high school level. And but he's also extremely unselfish, and so it'll be, and it's Buhler Mac. I mean, throw records out the window. It'll be a fun game, and another chance for us to try to win a league game. Yeah.
Key factor in 13 wins this year, Coach, has been winning at the free throw line. You guys were plus 13. Circle only shoots 2 free throws tonight.
Yeah.
But you get there, you also got to make them.
Right.
And you guys are 15 of 16 tonight.
Were we really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You look at.
I knew it was good. I didn't know it was that good. And Matt Eddy, I knew was 3 for 3. Jack, I know, made some. Zay, Grant. He has struggled a little bit from the line.
Those 2 at the end
this year for such a great shooter. It's weird, but I think he's figured that out, and so proud of him. But the thing about it is when you have guys like Jack Voth and Grant, you should get to the line. And when you shoot as many threes as they shoot, you're not going to. And their coach, I know, wasn't complaining about it, but I always, it drives me crazy when people compare foul shots in a complaining way when their team doesn't shoot as many. But yet, how many? I don't know if you have it, but how many threes did they shoot? And
a lot.
Yeah. And when you shoot threes, you're not we're not fouling 3-point shooters. I would
say at least.
I hope.
I would say at least 20.
Yeah. And they made a lot. So that's the downside of that's the downside of shooting a lot of threes is you're not going to put the other team in foul trouble. You're not going to get to the line. And the other thing for getting to the line does for us is gives us a chance to catch our breath, especially when we make the front end of one. I got to mention Jeffrey Neal. I mean, we searching for a guy to come in and give us a few minutes here and there. Coaches, my JV coach and Coach Babcock and Coach Bryant, Coach Crable, I don't always get to watch the whole JV game. I try to watch as much as I can, but I got to meet with my guys, the varsity guys. But they felt like tonight Jeffrey could give us some minutes here and there, and I felt like they had some guys, and I was so proud of him. I mean, even just putting him in that one time for a minute. Just to give Grant a blow, just was huge for Jeffrey to go in and not hurt us, and he didn't. And so I was very, I was proud of him. I mean, he's I know he wants to play more on varsity, but he's getting a lot of good playing time on JV, but for him to get his opportunity tonight, you never know when that'll come. And I thought he took advantage of it, and so I was really proud of him.
All right, Coach. Well, big win. Look forward to next week. And good to be home. And thanks for your time. Have a good weekend.
Yep. Thanks for coming, guys.
All right, that is Coach Ryan Swanson. We'll wrap up with our play and player of the game when we come back on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
More of the Shirt Shack postgame show coming up on HKFM. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn, powered by Nextech Wireless.
Did you know that it's estimated that the salt deposits under Kansas could supply the entire world's salt needs for the next 250,000 years? Cargill Salt of Hutch is proud to support the schools of Reno County. Collaborate, create, succeed. Cargill Salt of Hutchinson.
Hey sports fans, all great teams include a great defensive strategy. That's what insurance is all about. Strategy to defend you, your family, and your possessions. This is Jordan Fee. I'm proud to help our clients plan their strategy of protection through the broad range of services we offer at Fee Insurance Group. Call to find out how we can protect your health, life, property, business, and even your retirement savings. Since 1883, we've been here to stand between you and risk.
Visit feeinsurancegroup.com, your local trusted choice agent.
Have a smile you want. Come and see us today. We have time for you. Open Friday and Saturday.
Hi, I'm Dr. J. You can have the healthy, beautiful smile you deserve. Come see me today at Hutchinson Family Dental.
Dr. J. Stuckey, Hutchinson Family Dental.
We're here to keep you rolling. Rod's Tire and Service.
This is Rod from Rod's Tire and Service in Hillsboro. Carrie, myself, and our entire staff thank you for your continued support and business. Your one-stop complete source for Firestone tires is Rod's Tire and Service in Hillsboro.
We're here to keep you rolling. Rod's Tire and Service.
HKFM.
And back here on our post game, let's take a listen to some highlights from tonight's win. On the wing to Voth. And Jack will shoot that three, and it's good. Great way to start with a wing three from Jack Voth. Jack curls into the lane, feeds to Wade. Three, left corner, yes! And Wade Meyer, who was 0 for 6 on Tuesday, knocks down his first shot. 4:07 left, and now a steal. Ricker with a takeaway. One-on-one the other way, layup, yes! And a 4-0 run for the Crusaders. Isaiah ahead to Ricker, layup, yes! What a find! The laser vision from Isaiah Hernandez.
Well, you put the ball up high, Ricker's going to...
Eddie in the lane the other way. Strong, can't finish. Gets his own rebound. What an effort by Matt. Back up. And a shot good. And a foul. That wouldn't make Matt Eddy angry. Here's Ricker for three. Yes, Grant! Buhler retakes the lead. 45-44. Meyer for a three. Yes! The game is tied again. Wade Meyer for three.
Hallelujah.
And some big buckets by a lot of guys tonight will make Matt Eddy's Second effort and one. Our Dix Phillips 66 Phillip of the game. Phillip on top tier gasoline, snacks, and more at Dix Phillips 66. Family owned. 4th and Stevens in Hutchinson. And we were kind of just chewing on our player of the game. But
well, you know me. I always have a hard time picking individuals. But tonight, literally, I mean, man, such a team win.
Yeah.
It's tough to do because every single guy had a point in time where it's like, if they don't make that play, we don't walk out of here with the W.
No, absolutely. Offensively and defensively, different times. Our WIFCO Steel Products player of the game, from storage tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms. WIFCO Steel Products, the expert in steel fabrication, online at WIFCOSP.com. And I feel like at the end of the day, without what Jack Voth did, I mean, you go 7 of 7 at the free throw line, and what he did in the fourth quarter, he had, 15 in the second half, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of those in the fourth quarter. Without your big fella, you don't win.
Yeah, and I mean, free throws made this game, and I think that the presence he had down low when he engaged himself down low on the boards, especially like the jump ball that was down there, that he probably should have got the rebound outright and drew a foul, but he got the rebound, jump ball. You know, those are big plays. They get a jump ball, they get that putback, and it's a completely different outcome to the game. They have momentum rolling, that they go up at that point in the game, and I think his effort tonight, both defensively and offensively, propelled Buhler to this win.
I love that 15 of 16 at the free throw line.
I tell you, it is fun. I mean, it is so relieving. I mean, because anybody that's watched basketball for any length of time, you know how if a team's not good at the free throw line, how much in like a dire situation, how you're like, oh, what's going to happen? It's like when we get fouled, it's like, well, I hate to say it, but you just think money in the bank, and that's just a testament. And free throws are just that's an off-season thing. I mean, that shows how much time these guys spent in the off-season working in the gym, and so it's good to see that hard work rewarded with the victory.
Well, those missed free throws at McPherson last year motivated Jack Voth, I'll tell you that.
Yes.
Guys win it by a final of 59-53. Girls fall after being down only 4 at halftime. They scored just a bucket in the third quarter. They fall 37-29. Emmy Stallman and Charlie Baxter combined for 5 points each. Big night in the Fieldhouse. Of course, I mean, it's McPherson, so you don't really have to play that up too much, I don't feel like. It'll be packed. But then it's also Pink Night on Tuesday, and a very special organization that'll benefit in the Cancer Council of Reno County. Pink jerseys, you never know what can happen when they pick the pink uniforms on. And in the guys' game, we don't know the status of Seth Madron for McPherson. Will he play? Will he not? He hasn't played in, 2-3 weeks?
Yeah.
And Mac lost again tonight. Is that right?
Lost by 15 at El Dorado tonight.
Wow.
El Dorado won 74-59 and scored the last 12 points of the game. So, and just, you know, as a Buhler person with McPherson, until they are eliminated completely, you know, it's one of those things that's just, it'll be, but the fun thing about it, that's what makes rivalry so much fun. It's going to be a great atmosphere Tuesday night.
It's McPherson Buhler. I think you walk into each high school and say McPherson Buhler Tuesday night. That's enough said. And I think even if it is a Tuesday night, that place is still going to be packed. I'd like to see it packed more than the Heston game, and I think it will be. It's going to be a great atmosphere. McPherson's going to be angry. They're going to be angry. They're going to wish they had Seth back. We don't know if he's going to be back or not. You know, you're so close to the end of the season, you don't know if you keep him for playoffs or not. So no matter what, it's going to be a McPherson Buhler, and it's going to be a basketball game.
Yeah, so Peter now with a 2-game lead in the league standings with 4 games to go. And I don't want to take anything away from El Dorado. El Dorado's got some great athletes this year. When was the last time 16 games into the season that anybody would ever think that El Dorado and McPherson would have the same record? It's a tough league this year.
Yes.
It is a tough league.
It is.
All right, that's going to wrap up our broadcast for tonight. Hope all of you have a fantastic weekend. Join us again Tuesday for Crusader basketball back in the Fieldhouse. Pink night against McPherson. And then a week from tonight, Augusta. It'll be Hall of Fame night in Jim Baker. We'll see you Tuesday night at 5:30 for our Midway Motors drive to the game. For Carson Muller, Chris Shank, Aaron West, and all the fellas, have a fantastic weekend. You've been listening to Crusader Basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier two-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour